Fromaginator just redeemed first, tuning in before all the other gamers.
Hi there, folks. Welcome to the stream. I hope you are having yourself a fantastic Saturday. Thank you so much for joining us. We are back with the Mouth Boys, back in the Mouthverse with another episode of Carpet Crawlers, our all babies D&D campaign. I know it's been a couple of months, but we are back. We're fully babied up. And we're jumping right back into it. But first, a quick recap for our viewers. There is a very brief recap of the basic premise of this campaign that you can access by going !recap in the chat. But here is the summation of what's happened so far. Our four adventurers, Dayanara, played by Megan, who is to my right here, wide-eyed little guy, played by Adam, down below me, the warm-hearted Lynn, played by Holly, just above me, and the new kid, Hoot, played by Jasper, just to my upper right, have all been dropped off at Grandma's house, a daycare for the children because you're the new kid, Jasper. A daycare for the children of the heroes and villains of the world of Valdebrul. Grandma is a half-giant former adventurer whose massive house is a kind of ideal, safe place for babies that have the powers inherited from their hero and villain parents, can sort of like freely roam the house in safety because this once powerful, mighty adventurer has a veritable bunker of a house that looks like a kind of innocuous big old mansion in the middle of a suburb. When we started off with our adventures on this day, a Friday, so the last day of the week that they will be spending at Grandma's house, they took their usual nap time at the beginning of the day, and when they awoke, the goblin Rollick Rugsburn of the Rugsburn sort of gang of babies that is one of the players here in Grandma's house, had stolen some very precious objects belonging to each of our adventurers and hidden them somewhere in Grandma's house that our adventurers were unable to locate through magical means and through intimidating Rollick. Instead, Rollick has insisted that in order to get back their precious items, the four adventurers must travel up into the upper reaches of Grandma's house, into Grandma's bedroom to access her bathroom in order to get what Rollick calls the goop. Some kind of magical artifact, chemical, potion, or something that Rollick is demanding that they retrieve and return to him in exchange for their items. Our heroes did some prep work in the nursery, spoke to some of the other babies, including a wanderer, one of the babies that goes out into the house and sort of checks the situation with things going on in the house, and learned that a wanderer named Wyoming Lawn, who is on a scouting mission upstairs in the house, is one of the few people in the house, one of the few babies that knows how to get into Grandma's bedroom. We also had Lynn have an encounter with some sweet stuffed animals that gave them some information about what happened with Rollick, and then Lynn kind-heartedly turned the stuffed animal around so that it could see its friends in a moment I will remember for the rest of my days. One of the greatest moments of D&D I've ever been a part of with Holly. Then they went out into the living room where they had several encounters with some of the other factions and denizens of Grandma's house. They spoke with the fish in the fish tank who now hate Lil Guy because Lil Guy did try to murder one of them actively. They went under the couch and spoke with the denizens of the Dust Bunny City, where they learned a little bit of information about sort of the situation in the house, the presence of the ants, and some suspicious words about some kind of force, sort of hinted at and not directly referenced in their conversation, but a little insight check from one of our heroes did reveal that the Dust Bunnies were aware of something else going on in the house at this time. They then spoke briefly with the old general of the house, the dog, Grandma's pet dog, who also told them some information about Grandma's bedroom and how to access it. After that, they made their way out into the hallway where they encountered the erstwhile, often difficult Francis the Cat, who posed them a complex riddle in order to allow them access upstairs, which the adventurers quickly realized had no possible answer because it was a gobbledygook riddle. Once solving this, they went upstairs where they were able to find Wyoming Lawn, who had tracked down a scouting party of ants that had made their way into the movie theater on the second floor of Grandma's house. Working with Wyoming, who agreed to help them and give them information about how to get into Grandma's bedroom if they helped Wyoming defeat these ants. Our heroes sprang into the first combat of the adventure, getting a surprise round on these ants, and we are going to be picking up right back in that combat in the movie theater. A like cartoon movie is being projected onto the screen of the front, like it's an old style projector projecting this like cartoon movie onto the movie screen at the front of the room. Our heroes are scattered amongst the seats, looking into the open space between the seats and the screen where the ants have sort of congregated. The ants are now aware of their presence. Dayanara has put down some black tentacles on the ground, slowing their movement, but only one of the ants actually sustained any damage during the initial combat encounter. You all focused on one ant in particular, and it took some damage, but that currently is the only ant wounded. To recap the situation for you, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 soldier ants and 1 ant commander. The ant commander has, unlike the soldiers, which have like ant mandibles, the ant commander has tentacles in place of mandibles, 4 tentacles that kind of come out from its mouth. We are going to jump right back into that combat. Top of the initiative order, little guy. Let's pick up where we left off.
I wasn't sure if I was actually going to go first because I didn't know if we ended off like in the middle or something, but okay.
We did not. According to the game log, we ended off with Hoot's surprise turn. And then none of the ants get to act, and then we're back at the top of the initiative order with you, little guy.
Wow.
Would you, for the benefit of our audience, would you be so kind as to recap your subclass of your character?
I am Lil Guy, a Tabaxi Shadow Monk. I'm just a derpy little wide-eyed kitten whose parents want him to grow up to be an assassin someday, but he is just a cat, really, at this point.
Speaking of cats,
like that one.
Pudge wants to play D&D too.
With all the curiosity and wonder that holds. Okay, so...
And also, Holly Lynn will be next up in the initiative order after Adam goes.
Can't wait for all of my animated popcorn to just wreck some shit.
That's right, you have a whole... How many animated popcorns did you have? Do you remember?
I have the popcorn bag, and then 6 pieces of popcorn.
That's right. So there's also an animated bag of popcorn and 6 individual popcorns that are currently animated under a Lynn spell. Sorry, I'd forgotten about that detail. Sorry, little guy, your turn. Go for it.
I guess I won't. I don't remember exactly where I'm standing, but
You had all snuck into the room and moved up to sort of like the front part of the room, but you're still amongst the chair legs of the chairs, and then there's like an open space of about, I want to say, 20 feet between that and then the like wall at your scale. So you're like there's like partial cover if you want. Sorry, excuse me. There's partial cover if you wanted to use it, but the ants are all sort of clustered out in the open there.
No way. I don't need cover. Okay, well, I guess I will just move as far as I need to move to get up to that ant that's injured.
Okay. So I'll let you know a few things because we're fully theater of the mind with this, and there's some details. Jasper's going. I'll tell Jasper when he gets back. He can but anyway. You have 60 feet of movement normally, or is that with dash for you? You just have 60 feet of movement, right? You can easily close that distance. Like, it's like Sweet. 10, 15 feet to the ants. They are all clustered together. You will enter the black tentacles that Dayanara has put down. So you will take the effect of those tentacles if you go into that space, because it's in the area around the ants.
Interesting.
And you'd also be entering into like melee range of all 11 of them.
I'm not. terribly concerned about that. I mean, how much damage do the tentacles do? Do I know that? Am I allowed to know that?
You are certainly allowed to know that. Dinar, what will happen if little guy enters the Everard's black tentacles?
Hold on, let me check.
Yeah, no worries. No rush.
Let's see. Squirming ebony tentacles fill a 20-foot square on the ground that you can see within range. The ground is difficult terrain. When a creature enters the affected area for the first time, it has to succeed on a dex saving throw or take 3d6 bludgeoning damage and be restrained by the tentacles until the spell ends. A creature that starts its turn in the area and is already restrained by the tentacles takes 3d6 bludgeoning damage. So I guess, how's your dex, Adam?
I mean, very good. So
you might be okay.
I have a pretty good chance, I think. My other question.
Little guy, you should definitely walk in the tentacles. It's totally safe.
Huh? What? Okay, you've never led me astray before. Ross, what's the light situation like? Mostly I just want to know, do these ants have they have shadows, right?
The ants do have shadows, yes. So the lights in the room themselves are off and the curtains are drawn. The movie is playing, so the light in the room is all of the light that's coming off of the movie, and so it's the shifting colors.
Oh, so it's all dim light in here.
It's all dim light.
Cool.
They're casting shadows. Absolutely, this is your playground.
Great. So I am going to move up to that injured ant, stepping into the Everard's black tentacles, and try and make this dexterity save. I guess.
So you make the dex save for us.
Go, dice. I rolled 16. Does that beat your spell save DC, Diana?
No, it's 17.
Wow.
Any
All
player
right.
creep? Any player creep we want to apply here? Anybody with reactions that could potentially help Adam here? Anything like that?
I could make a saving throw better.
Can you apply a help action on a saving throw?
You cannot apply a help
I
action on a
think
saving
so.
throw. No, help action only can be applied to actions.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I
fine.
think
Roll
at this
those
point it's
3d6.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm showing you as
Diana,
already.
is this what's supposed to happen?
Oh yeah, it's fine. It's just caressing you.
These are not gentle pets.
It's 10 damage.
Okay, I will. 10 damage. Okay, so, but restrained. Let me look at the restrained thing. Can I attack while I'm restrained? Attack rolls against the creature have disadvantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws now that I am restrained. Okay, so I have disadvantage on my attacks as well. So, I'll try and attack it with my quarterstaff.
Go for it.
Start. So first roll is a 15, and the second roll is a 12. Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does not hit.
I need to know how many key points I have left. I mean, it really doesn't seem worth it to do Flurry of Blows, to spend key points to do Flurry of Blows with both of them having disadvantage. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just call it there, and I'm going to shadow step away out of the tentacles and go... Did you say there's a table?
There is no table. There's like a popcorn machine in the back corner, and then there's the chairs, but there's no table. There's also the projector hanging from the ceiling.
I'll shadow step 60 feet onto like the back of one of the chairs.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean?
So yeah, you run forward and then unfortunately do get tangled up in all of the tentacles that Dinar made. Take some attempted swipes, and then when it doesn't work, you vanish away like Nightcrawler up on top of one of the chairs. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right, then it's Lynn.
Okay. Hang on 1 second. So I have like me and 7 other things to look at here.
It's true. Yeah,
I
you got a
didn't
lot of
move
stuff
forward,
to
so I'm still
manage.
yeah, I'm still kind of hanging it in the back. But I think my goal with the popcorn is to have the small actual pieces of popcorn start attacking things nearby, and they attack with dexterity because they're tiny or small, sorry. And then the popcorn bag kind of do like a slam down, and they attack with strength because they're considered large.
Okay.
Um,
Do they all have to make dexterity saving throws against the tentacles as well?
probably, yeah,
Yeah, so I'm
since
gonna
they're all in there.
just to ease it up for us,
That's
just
so many rolls.
yeah, I was gonna say just to ease it up for it, just do 2 rolls for the popcorn, 3 and 3. Like we'll just do 1 roll for that just to speed it up.
Yeah, 1 roll for each one, each group,
Yeah,
basically.
exactly.
1 sec. I'm just double checking what their dexterity is. Okay, so rolling for small. That's 26.
That I believe is beating Dianara's spell save.
Rolling for large. That's only 15.
Okay, so the large
That doesn't beat it. It's 17.
Yeah.
becomes
restrained and gets disadvantage on its slam attack, but the small popcorns succeed and are all able to attack freely.
Okay, so I'm gonna just do the same thing and roll for once for all of them because I'm not rolling 6 times for that.
Yeah, that's if you're okay with that,
Um,
I'm okay with that. Who are you targeting with this attack?
Every one of the 6 small popcorns are going to attack the commander ant.
Commander Ant? Okay.
Yep. So 13.
13 does not hit.
Didn't think so.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm still gonna roll for a slam
Yeah,
from
make the
the
roll.
popcorn bag. Oh my god. Popcorn is garbage. That's 11. Just an overall slam
Yeah,
down.
that doesn't
And
hit.
it has
So
disadvantage, so
yeah, so the swarm of popcorn like moves through, dodging between the tentacles, jumping off them. They're like the little popcorns from the Cineplex movie intro. It's like those guys, like hup, hup, and they're like diving between them, and then they all go at the like commander ant, but the commander ant's like carapace, they all just kind of bing 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 bounce off of him ineffectually. Meanwhile, the bag is like crumpled up by the tentacles and like tries to slam, but ultimately misses. The commander themselves also suffering from the restriction here, but everyone's sort of tangled up in these tentacles. Any other action? I mean, that's any other actions from your animated minions?
no, they can't do anything else now that they've attacked.
Okay. Before we do your turn proper, would you reintroduce our audience to Lynn, subclass class?
So Lynn Kershan is a water genasi bard, level 10. And she's typically working with magics that deal with like nature or things in nature. Has a lot of thunder and stuff like that, so I was gonna try to use something and then it's not actually what I thought it meant. Actually, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast 3rd level plant growth on the vines.
Okay. Hold on for me just a moment. I need to verify.
That can happen.
I don't believe the tentacles are plants. I believe they're like an octopus's tentacles.
Okay.
Hang on, let me just
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think there's some like
Yeah, it's like black octopus
nether
tentacles.
plane
Yeah.
creature.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, Evard's Black Tentacles. Hang on here, I'm just bringing up the description. Squirming ebony tentacles fill a 20-foot square on the ground that you can see within range.
Okay.
Yeah, tentacles doesn't say to me plant, unfortunately. Not
Yeah,
vines,
all right.
they're tentacles.
Gotcha. That's my mistake.
That's okay.
Well, then what I'm going to do instead is go in with a second level Thunder Wave.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to get within 60 feet and cast Thunder Wave at all of them.
Yeah, I'm going to say this will hit all of them. If it's... are they making dex saves, or is this to hit?
It's not very often I play with magic, guys. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
On a failed save, the creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from
So
you.
it's a save.
On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and is pushed.
Okay, that's...
And it's a Constitution save.
The Constitution save. Okay, they get... And what's the spell save?
15.
15. Okay, they got +3, so I need a 12 or higher. I'm just trying to roll as many d20s at once here to save time on this, because there are 10 of them. Okay, so I got 6 here, so... Okay, nat 20, 17, 18, 14, 10, and 12. And what did you say the DC was?
The DC is 15.
So 1 fails, 5 succeed, and then the remaining 4, another nat 20, a 19, and 2 8s. So 3 of them fail.
Okay, so they take 2d8 thunder damage and are pushed 10 feet away.
Okay.
And the rest take half the damage, so 1d8.
Okay, hit me with those numbers.
I cast it at the second level, so it's actually 3d8. One
Okay.
sec.
Megan, what is the radius of Evard's Black Tentacles?
20 feet.
20 feet is the radius?
It's like it's 20 square feet.
Oh, it's 20 square feet. Okay, so this Thunder Wave is going to push the 3 that failed out of the Black Tentacles.
If something is bound by the tentacles, can they be pushed?
Yeah, if they're restrained.
Hang on. Let me
Also,
see.
I realized that if Adam was restrained and attacking one with disadvantage, but if he was attacking one that was restrained, then wouldn't it have?
It would like cancel out.
Right, because attack rolls
It would
against the
cancel
creatures.
out, but I can't remember if that one is
'Cause you
restrained
would-
or not. But I'll.
Because you would get advantage, and then it would cancel
just
out and just be
cancel out.
neutral.
Which means that your higher attack was 15, which what plus your attack modifier? I don't know what that would be.
I think it just was 15.
Oh, then it would have still not hit them.
Oh my god! Even the little baby guys have such high AC.
Okay. Okay, so a restrained creature's speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonuses to its speed, but restrained does not mean that it can't be shoved or pushed.
It should, though. They should change that.
Maybe they should, but the current rules of restraint says that those, but only the 3 that failed. So,
Someone contact Wizards of the Coast.
Get on Twitter right now.
So
X.
So you rolled 11, so it's 11 damage to each of them, and then
Yep.
half
11
for...
damage to each of them, and then half to the ones that succeeded.
Perfect. So the 3 that failed take 11. So that was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy failed, so he takes a full 11 damage and is pushed out of that. And then these 2 also take 11 damage. I did not roll for the commander ant. I will do that as well once I do this. Yeah, the rest are going to take 5 damage. Or no, 6 damage, sorry. Round it up. Pudge is very annoyed that I am not paying more attention to him while we play D&D. Okay, hold on. Let me do the con save. This guy does not have as much con. Failed. So the commander also gets knocked out of the Evard's Black Tentacles. but takes 11 points of damage. Okay, anything else from Lynn?
Oh, that's it.
All right, then that means next up in the initiative order is the Ant Commander. Okay, so having been shoved out of the Everard's Black Tentacles now, the Ant Commander has access to his full range of movement, does not need to take an action to try to break free. The Ant Commander is going to sort of bellow out, to arms, everyone, for the mighty queen! And then is going to discharge a like psychic emanation from its sort of like forehead, a psychic blast, in a 60-foot cone. That's gonna hit Lynn, the popcorn bag, and the little popcorns.
Okay.
No, he's not going to do that because they're all in with his. Actually, I'm taking that back. They're all in with his soldiers. The soldiers would get hit. He does not. He does not have a careful spell.
Uh-huh.
All right. So instead of that, he is going to. He is going to. The speed, there it is. Okay, so he's gonna move away from Everett's Black Tentacles. He's gonna like move like over more towards the right so that he's more of a clear line of sight towards those of you who are grouped up by the entrance. And he's gonna do the Mind Blast directed at Dayanara and Hoot. It's a 60-foot cone, and so he's within range to do that. So I need the two of you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Wait, is he in the tentacles?
No, he was pushed out of the tentacles.
How convenient for him.
I mean, I rolled a 4 on the dice, but I also could have had him choose to fail it to be pushed out of the tentacles.
You said an intelligence saving throw?
Yes, I need an intelligence saving throw from both of you.
21.
Okay, you succeed.
Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm not supposed to do anything special.
Yep. Oh yeah,
I don't
for
remember how
sure.
the character works.
No worries.
25.
25. Okay, so you both succeed. Oh, I guess like if you succeed, you don't take any damage from this. Hold on.
Get fucked, nerd.
I definitely need to confirm if that's the case. That seems super convenient.
Just bounces off my milk carton armor. I'm like fucking Magneto.
No, yeah, it just fully you
Rocking
just
all
fully
traffic bullshit.
you just fully don't take any damage. So you see this like boom, boom, boom psychic energy emanate out from this Ant Commander's sort of forehead, and you feel psychic pressure washing over you, but you manage to succeed on your intelligence saves, so you don't take any damage from that attack. Okay, and then as with that done, that is the end of the Ant Commander's turn. He does not have any bonus actions. Dayanara, it's your turn.
Okay. So I guess should I describe my character?
Yes, please
Can you describe my
reintroduce.
character?
Please reintroduce us to Dayanara.
Dayanara is she's a high elf necromancer. But she's like dyed her hair and everything so that she looks like a drow, but it's not really fooling anybody. And her stepfather is actual Chad Michael Murray. And she despises him, but he's honestly he's like the most kind and dedicated stepfather that you can find in the realm. So Dayanara is going to go, wow, that milk carton armor looks a lot better it works better than I thought it would. What were you going to ask me, Ross?
I was just going to ask, what's your class and subclass for everyone?
I said I was a necromancer.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. You said it.
Pay attention,
I got
Shasta.
I got
Yeah.
distracted because Pudge keeps slapping the carpet and meowing at me. He wants me to stop D&Ding and
Wow.
pay attention to him.
Okay, so how many of them are there right now?
There are 7 of them still in your tentacles, 3 of them free, and then the ant commander. So 11 total.
7 of them in the tentacles, 3 of them free, and the ant commander. Okay, I'm gonna cast blindness on the. Okay, so if I cast it at a 5th level, I can blind 4 of them. So I will blind the commander and the other 3 that are out. Wait, let me tell you, I can get them if they're 30 feet away. Are they close enough?
Yes. Yeah, you're close enough to do this.
Okay. So what do they have to do? It looks like they just are blind, and at the end of their turn, it has to be at the end of their turn, then they can make a Constitution saving throw.
There's no save that they have to make to resist being blind. It just succeeds.
No, you can blind or deafen a foe. Choose 1 creature, but I'm casting it as a 5th level, so it's 4 creatures that you can see within range to make a Constitution. Oh, sorry, it's a Constitution saving throw.
That's
My bad.
I was gonna say. That's what I thought. Okay, which you're targeting 4 of them inside of the tentacles. Okay.
No, the opposite of that.
Oh, the 3 that are
I'm
outside of the
targeting the commander, and I'm targeting the 3 that have broken free of the tentacles.
I'm kicking Pudge out because he's distracting me and I keep not hearing what you're saying.
Wow, way to blame an innocent child, an innocent boy who's never done anything wrong in his entire life. This is disgusting. Are you guys seeing this gaslighting that's happening?
I'm seeing it live. It's
We need to get a new
crazy.
DM. He's toxic.
Oh
Yeah,
my
we need
goodness.
a DM.
Put Pudge in. Put Pudge in the
Your
DM seat.
DM.
Hoot takes 44 points of psychic damage just because I feel like it. Okay, Constitution saving throws. Okay.
Yeah, for the 3 that are outside of the tentacles and the commander who's also outside of the tentacles. I'm trying to be affecting all of them.
Yeah. Okay, so the Constitution saving throw, the ones outside of the tentacles they add +3. What's the DC on this, please? Repeat it for me.
It is 17.
17. Okay, so they have +3. So I need 3 14s for them, and then I need a 16 for the commander. Fail, nat 20, 19. So the commander and one of the soldiers fails. 2 of the soldiers succeed.
Okay, so those 2 that failed are blinded.
Okay.
They can make another saving throw after their next turn, and I guess you'll have to look at what the blinded condition is. I'm pretty sure it just gives them disadvantage on attacks.
Yeah, I think it reduces their the distance that they can see to make attacks, but I will make note of that. Ant J, blinded. And what can...
A blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so they can't cast any other things that require line of sight, basically.
Perfect. Is there anything that they can do on their turn to undo this effect, or is it just a time?
Just time. At the end of their turn, they make another saving throw.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
But
okay.
they have to do their turn with the disadvantage first.
Makes sense. All right.
Don't weasel out of that.
I won't weasel out of anything. No, there ain't no weasel. All right. Anything else you're doing with your turn?
I don't think so. I don't have really I don't think I have many spells that go on bonus actions, but and help is a full action, right?
Yes.
Can I just am I near the movie theater seats? Can I use them to get behind cover or something?
Yeah, if you want to move behind one of the theater seats to get partial cover, you can totally do.
Okay. Or can I just, am I standing next to Hoot? Can I just like stand behind Hoot? Behind his big milk carton armor?
You can certainly go behind Hoot's big
And
milk
be
carton.
in partial cover?
I'm built like a fucking milkman.
I'm gonna say that behind another human being doesn't provide the same kind of cover as behind a sturdy chair leg.
I'm not a human being.
Behind another humanoid. But you can certainly move behind him, yes. And that would
Okay, then what I want to do is just like push Hoot forward a tiny bit and then hide behind a seat.
okay, make a shove attack against Hoot.
And I'm just like, you got this.
Make a shove attack against Hoot.
Okay. How do I do that?
So just roll a d20 and add your strength.
Roll a d20 and add my strength. Wait, hold on. I'm now rolling like 4 d20s by accident. Oops. Okay, sorry.
So Diana rolls a 32.
So that's a 32 on the shove attack against Hoot, yeah.
Okay, it's not very good. It's 4.
So you go to shove Hoot in his armor and his milk carton armor, and you're like, and you do that thing where you like plant your hands against his back and go to push, and you basically just push yourself, like you slide along the floor while he remains completely standing where he was, and you're like, you got this, and then you dart behind one of the chair legs, taking partial cover, and
I thought you were gonna make her take damage.
no, not at all. And then we're gonna go.
Roll on your ass. Take 1 damage.
We're gonna go to Hoot now. No, if that'd been a nat 1, maybe.
Okay,
But
fair.
it wasn't a nat 1. Wasn't a nat 1.
Okay, fair. Oh, you said it's my turn? Cool.
It is your turn, yes.
Let's see. So, just to recap,
Mm-hmm.
7 in the tentacles.
7 in the tentacles, included in one who is currently the most hurt.
2 outside the tentacles, not blinded.
2 outside, not blinded.
1 blinded, and the commander blinded.
Correct.
How hurt do the various things look?
The one most of basically, other than the one that you guys focused on in the initial surprise round of combat, most of the ants look fine. Like
Okay.
they're like they've taken some hits, obviously, but they're not hurting. The one that you hit in
Okay.
the surprise round definitely looks bloodied.
Okay, and since we've been playing Baldur's Gate, how does jump distance work?
Jump is
It's half your movement.
I was gonna say,
isn't it?
jump is the wildest thing. I never remember how jumping works in D&D.
It's something like you can jump vertically equal to your modifier, and you can jump horizontally equal to your score. Something, or half your score or something, if you have that much movement left.
So yeah, there's 2 actions. You can take a long jump or a high jump. If you take a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score. If you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. When you make
Does that count?
from standing, it's half the distance. Either way, each foot that you clear on the jump costs a foot of movement.
Okay, so that was going to be the follow-up question.
Yeah.
So, if I do a running jump, can I clear the tentacles and get to the commander?
The commander moved laterally, so the commander moved to the side, so there's no tentacles between you and the commander.
Oh, I don't even gotta jump. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you don't even gotta jump, bro.
All right, so then I'm gonna go up to the commander and I'm gonna punch him a couple times with my thunder gauntlets.
Okay, give me some rolls on those thunder gauntlets to hit the commander. With being blinded,
I have advantage.
You have advantage on the attack because he can't see you.
Okay, the first one is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, do you want me to roll the second one first?
Yeah, go ahead and roll the second one and then just roll the damage all together.
Cool. Damn. 17 or... Alright, 17 to hit on the second one.
The 17 also hits. So both attacks hit. Roll me that damage.
First one is 6.
Okay.
Second one is 7, so that's 13 damage total.
13 damage. So what does it look like when Hoot runs up with his milk carton thunder gauntlets?
So let's see.
How do they have
That's
electricity?
what I'm trying to come up with a logical reason for this.
Got little Duracell batteries like taped to them.
Yeah, it's like knuckles on them. He just has like batteries that he like punches them together to like break them a little bit.
Boom.
Yeah,
Fucking-
exactly.
Okay, that's fucking incredible. Okay.
So and then I guess this doesn't really. He's gone already, right? For this round.
Yes, the commander's already taken an action for this round.
Okay, well then this doesn't really change anything. He has double disadvantage on attack rolls on anyone besides me now.
You can't get double disadvantage. He just he just has disadvantage. he's fucked. We get it. Okay, amazing. Anything else from Hoot?
No, that's it. But I also didn't introduce Hoot. So Hoot
You should do
is
that.
a multi-class third level armor artificer, hence the armor and the gauntlets, and a 7th level arcane archer fighter. So usually he's all about shooting shit, but I wanted to start punching.
Wanted to kick it off with some punches. Amazing.
Sayonara really wants me to get in, and I want to impress her since I'm the new kid.
Absolutely. Okay. Even though she has a +9 to initiative, she rolled lower than all of you. Wyoming's turn is now. She acts before the ants do as well. Wyoming on her turn had climbed up onto one of the chairs, so she's like standing in one of the chairs. Wyoming is an 11th level human ranger. Dark skin, her hair is like in a braid down her back. She's got this like multicolored sash that she has across her chest that's like a mark of her being a wanderer. And she's up there with like a little toy like bow with like a suction cuppy like arrow on it that she has like in a quiver in her back. And so she
Sorry. Can I just quickly tack on a bonus action to give myself 3 temp hit points?
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. I'll let
Okay,
you do
cool.
that. I haven't, it's fine.
Sorry about that.
No worries about that. Okay, so Wyoming has 2 attacks. She's going to take 2 attacks here. She, for those interested, is a what is her subclass? What subclass did I give her? I don't know. She's cool. She's got a lot of shit going on here. Okay. What did I make her? Oh, she's a Fey Wanderer. She's a Fey Wanderer archetype ranger, for those curious. So she's going to get 2 attacks here, so she's going to make them with her bow. So she's going to draw back, and she's aiming for the ant that's injured currently in the Everard's Black Tentacles that you guys have already taken out. And so as you guys watch, she like pulls one of the like suction cup arrows out of her quiver, and then as she draws it on the toy bow, and this is like a Fisher-Price like bright plastic one, as she draws it, you see there's this like sort of ethereal effect that happens, and at the same time that she's drawing the bow, a like new arrow just is in her quiver, like it immediately replaces itself, and you kind of see this like ghostly image over the suction cup of an arrow like with a pointed like tip. This like Fey magic is like affecting this arrow. So even though it's a suction cup arrow, it like hits like an arrow with a barbed head would do. So she draws it back, and she's going to make 2 attacks on guys in her. She gets advantage on these. That's a 19. And that is a... well, that's not a 19, sorry. That first hit was actually a 32. The first hit was a 32. Second hit is a 22. Sorry, a 31 and a 22. So she hits both. So she's going to do 2d8 plus 12 damage to this ant. Super low rolls. 4 plus 12, 16 damage. So she does 16 points of damage to the injured ant. It is still on its feet, but it's now got 2 sort of suction cup arrows in its side, and it is looking rough for that ant. But that is going to be Wyoming's action. And then Nope, she's not going to do that. She's going to hold on. She's going to hold on to her reaction, and that's going to be the end of her turn. Yeah, just checking here. Nothing that I want her to do. Yep. Okay, so that's going to be the end of Wyoming's turn. Now it's the ants. The ants' turn. I'm going to just collectively make these attacks. The 7 that are in the Everard's Black Tentacles all have disadvantage on their attacks as long as they're in there. But
I think they have to make another saving throw in there too, or to see if they get damaged again.
Yeah, hang on. I'm just double checking that because I know that there's some kind of roll I have to make. I just want to be clear about when I have to make it. Can you, do you have it right there, Megan? Can you just click on Everard's Black Tentacles and read me what it says?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Perfect.
A creature that starts its turn in the area and is already restrained by the tentacles takes 3d6 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, so you
they
just
take
take
3d6.
the damage, and then after you take the damage, you can try to make a saving throw to get free of them.
Okay, would you please roll that 3d6 bludgeoning damage?
Gladly. So they each take 13 damage.
Okay, that one that Wyoming did not finish off is dead.
Huge.
The bludgeoning damage from just getting whack, 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 whack by these tentacles hitting it takes it out. And sorry, how much was it?
13 damage.
13. Okay, so that's 13 damage to everybody else who was in there.
I'm scared for the future of Little Guy, but
Little Guy's
I'm
not-
sure you'll get out.
Little Guy's not in there. He did
Well,
shadow step
I'm not
away.
in there anymore.
But-
Oh, right. You stepped away.
But but the popcorn bag is restrained. Okay, and now they make a saving throw to try and break free. What's the saving throw?
I believe it's strength, but let me just look again. Yeah. Oh, it's strength or dex.
Strength or dex. Okay.
And they have to be 17.
17. Okay, they have +2 either way, so that's a 19, a 16, a 17, an 18, an 18, and then 2 below 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them. Oh, that's one more than I'll take one away, one of the higher ones away because the one guy died. So 4 of them succeed. 2 of them are still restrained.
Okay, and it's still like, even though they succeed, it's still difficult terrain
Yeah,
for them to walk out of there.
for sure. I'm just
But they
making-
probably still should.
still.
Because if they're still in there, they're going to have to make another saving throw next
Yeah,
time.
of course. Okay. So 2 of them are still restrained. 4 of them are not. There's 6 of them left in there. So the 4 who are no longer restrained have a movement speed of 30 feet. It's a 20-foot area of effect. They're in the middle of it, so it's 10 feet in any direction for them to get out. They will take attacks of opportunity from the popcorn if they leave. I assume the popcorns have reactions to take attacks of opportunity. So they're going to attack the popcorn first, then leave.
And their movement is half.
Yeah, they'll be able to get out with their half movements, but they won't be able to get any further than that, really. Okay, so 4 attacks coming at the popcorn kernels. What's the popcorn's AC?
16.
Dang, the popcorn has an AC of 16?
Tough-ass popcorn.
Fuck? Garbage
Popcorn
rolls.
fighting ants.
Absolutely garbage
War
rolls.
never changes.
Okay, so that's a 17, a 10, a 12, and a 7. So only one of them hits.
Only one of them hits. Yep.
Only one of them hits. All right, so that popcorn is going to take 2d6 plus 2d6. That popcorn is going to take 14 points of damage.
Okay.
6 of it slashing, 8 of it psychic damage when this ant like chomps its mandibles down on it. Now they're all going to attack a second time. Come on, guys. Okay, 2 5s miss, but a 23 and a 20, I'm guessing, hit.
Yep.
With a 16, those are the dirty, so that's gonna be on 2 other popcorns, not the same
2 other
one.
pieces?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not the same piece that's getting hit here. That same dice didn't roll. That same guy didn't hit on the second attack. So one of those 2 popcorns is going to take 10 damage, 7 slashing, and 3 psychic. And then the other one is going to take... that's better. 18 damage.
So here's a question, though. These are just animated objects. Can they take psychic damage?
As far as I know, but that's a great question. Does it say that they're resistant to psychic damage? Because if it doesn't say they are, then they do take it.
I don't think it does, so I think they take it.
Yeah, unless it specifies that they don't take psychic damage, they do take it. Yeah, 18, 10 of it psychic damage, 8 of it slashing damage to that other one.
Yeah, it doesn't specify what kind of damages they can take. It's definitely just like in general.
Yeah, it would say if they were resistant or immune. That's so 3 of the 6 popcorn kernels have been injured. The 2 that are still restrained are still also going to make attacks. They just make them with disadvantage. Going for 2 of the injured popcorns with this. That's cocked. Doesn't matter. The other one was a 5. So that one misses. And then a 16 hits their AC, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, meets it,
Meets
it.
the beat.
Yeah, so one of them does do... One of the injured popcorns takes another... 21 points of damage.
Okay, well, one of them is now gone.
Okay.
Now that it's at 0, it just sort of... I don't know. It kind of shakes in a weird way and then just falls down.
So this ant,
And
like...
it's just a piece of popcorn again.
Crunches it with its mandibles and is like... For the queen! And just, like, eats up this animated popcorn. Just devours it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's them. So the 4 that can move are going to move out of the tentacles, but that's going to eat 20 feet of their movement, leaving them with 10 each. So they're going to use that 10 to 10 feet of movement to start trying to sort of moving towards the commander. So they're moving over towards the commander to try to take like a defensive position around their superior officer. Of the 3 that are out, the 2 that are not blinded are going to take their movement action to close on Hoot, and they're each going to make an attack against Hoot. They don't have any disadvantage or anything because they're not blinded. I got a 19 and a 23.
Damn, they don't get disadvantage because I've been listening to Ants Marching by Dave Matthews Band on repeat this whole time.
No, sorry. They hate Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah, those both hit.
Those both hit? Okay, so you're going to take 14 damage from the first one.
Damn.
You don't have any like resistances or anything to psychic damage or slashing damage, I'm guessing?
I'm guessing that as well. Hopefully not.
Okay.
I could say I do. Can I?
You can say it, but it won't make it true. And then you'll just force me to check your character sheet. And then the second one is going to hit you for 6, 11, 13 damage.
Alrighty.
So how's Hoot looking after that?
Hoot's looking kind of hurt.
Yeah.
Those 3 temp hit points didn't do much.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the one that is blinded, blinding the commander was so fucking smart. Damn, I wish he'd succeeded better on his roll. Okay, the one that is blinded and cannot see, is going to cannot do anything that involves line of sight, so it's gonna just move its full 30 feet in the direction that it can see, which means that it races past Hoot, heading straight towards the wall. Because it just kept going in the direction that it could see. So it moves its full 30 feet forward, just like kind of charging forward. It's going to move past Hoot. Hoot, you may take an attack of opportunity if you wish to use your reaction for it.
You're muted.
Thank you. I was listening to Dave Matthews Band too loud for the bit. Do I get to pick the type of weapon I attack with?
It has to be what you already have, like, unless your Artificer allows you to freely change your weapons as a free action.
A punch?
Yeah, it's going to have to be a punch.
Okay. That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
That is max damage. That's a 12.
Ooh, 12 damage. Okay.
And never mind. Double the disadvantage again.
I was gonna say it's blinded. So as it's running past, you kind of clock it with your fist, like send an electro.
Oh wait, would I get advantage on this opportunity attack?
Yes.
I'll just see if I crit.
Just see if you crit.
I do not.
Okay. So you kind of like give it a smack as it's going by, and it kind of yelps, and it's like, "For the queen!" and like keeps running towards the wall. That is the end of the round of combat. At the end of the round of combat, I need everybody, including the ants, to make a wisdom saving throw.
Including the popcorn too.
The popcorn and popcorn bag are not going to make this. No. This is not targeting them.
I only got 13.
Okay.
I got 14.
So just hold on, because I got to do a bunch of rolls here for all the ants. Just hold on to your result, and I'll ask for it once I know how things went for the ants, because I'll forget what everybody said.
Hey Ross, I got a dirty 7.
Cool, thanks, man. Okay, that guy just cleared it. Okay. Lynn, what did you get?
Holly.
Lynn, what did you get?
14.
14. Okay, you succeed. Adam, what'd you get?
15.
You succeed. Dinar, you said 13? You succeed. Hoot?
I told you. Do you remember?
37.
A dirty
Yeah,
7.
37.
You also succeed.
No, I got a 7.
What?
You succeed on a 7.
That's such a low save.
Wyoming saves on a dirty 20. One of the ants failed with a
Jesus.
with a 3, with a natural 3. So even with their Oh no, sorry. Oh, they succeed. Did they succeed? Did I get a? Yeah, they were a 3. So everybody succeeded. Nobody failed this wisdom saving throw.
Was it just like a really weak jump scare on the movie?
Would if you want, I will let anybody roll a free insight, insight or Arcana to determine why you just made that wisdom saving throw.
Sure, I'll do insight. 23.
I got a 26 on Arcana.
No one else is attempting? Okay.
Mine was
Adam
worse.
and Lynn, you both very briefly become aware of some kind of psychic presence that has just like, it kind of feels like, you know how they always love to do that thing in movies and stuff where they show a visual of something exploding in space and it's like a circular like wave that's going outwards, like perfectly like away from the distance of it? You don't see it, but you feel the kind of like edge of something like that, but psychically sort of hit you coming from like below you. Like it passes through the floor and you just feel this like vroom, like a wave of psychic effect like from downstairs vroom, pass through your bodies. Super weak. That was a really low DC, incredibly low DC, but you still felt it. And everybody felt it and it affected everybody.
Odd.
Yeah, but that puts us back at the top of the initiative order, which means that it is Lil Guy's turn.
It also affected
All
the commander,
right.
right?
Yes, the commander also made that roll and failed. Oh, sorry, and succeeded.
Is the commander still blinded?
Yes, it has not been his turn yet, so he has not had a chance to make the roll to save against the blindness.
Did you roll
Sick.
for that ant?
Hmm?
Did you roll for the one ant that was blinded?
Oh, yes, right, at the end of its turn. What's the DC I had to hit on that, Megan?
17.
And that's a is that wisdom or con?
No, I believe it was Constitution.
Okay, then that's going to be a 12. He does not succeed. He is still blinded. Is he just blinded indefinitely until he succeeds that, or is there a certain number of turns?
It's 1 minute.
Oh, okay. So that's many turns of combat. Okay, cool. I need him to succeed on that. So that's because that's 10 rounds of combat. Okay. All right, little guy.
Okay, I want to do something stupid, but I'm not going to because it's
Follow your
the
dreams.
commander's too juicy.
Follow your dreams. Do something stupid. I support it.
No, not this time. Little guy looks from where he's perched atop the back of a movie theater chair and sees the commander stumbling around, and his eyes just widen. And he goes, "Ugh!" And he's gonna leap forward to attack the commander with advantage with my quarterstaff.
So when you say leap forward, you're on a chair about 30 feet away from the commander above the floor. How are you getting to him?
I don't take any fall damage, so.
Oh, you're just gonna use your movement to jump down and okay, that's totally fine.
So the first roll is
That's right, you don't take falling damage.
16.
It's like I gave you magical items that made your all of your Shadow Monk shit even cooler.
The second
So first attack was a 16. Second is a 28.
well, that's the first attack. I just did it with advantage.
Oh yes, of course. So
Because
28 on the first one.
So the first attack is 28. I'm going to spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows. I'll just see if those hit with advantage right now. So first Flurry of Blows hit with advantage is a 25. Let's see if I crit. I crit again.
So that's 2 crits.
Okay. 2 crits. Last Flurry of Blows hit. First roll is a 22. Second is...
I can tell every time Adam is rolling a dice on D&D Beyond because it causes his entire video connection to this call to turn into a stuttery mess.
I was gonna say, I must be like breaking up, right?
Yeah, every time you roll a dice.
Sometimes you guys just like, you know.
Yeah.
I guess I should switch over my wired connections to my PC. Okay, so I will do...
So that's 2 crits and then a regular hit against the commander.
Yeah, so I guess the crit damage for quarterstaff would be... What would this be? Oh, it's versatile, but I guess... Yeah, so 1d8, 2d8 plus 4 is the crit damage.
So you're doing 5d8.
Oh, yes, I guess I'll just do it all.
You're doing 5d8 plus 12. For 3 attacks, because the modifier doesn't get doubled.
Well, hold on, because unarmed strikes are 1d6.
Oh, yes, okay, sorry.
So it's 2d8, 2d8, and 3d6.
2d8 plus 3d6 plus 12?
Yes, because it's plus 4 on all of those.
Okay.
So...
Roll it.
Yeah. Oh. Whee! So many dice. So 21 plus 12. So 33.
Whoo! 33 damage. Okay. So little guy just descends on the commander, just whap, 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 whap. And its tentacles, it's like, the queen will devour your innards, as it's just getting like smacked around.
With the fucking tube thing where it's like, wow, wow.
Yeah, exactly.
So
okay.
yeah, I just sort of leaped out on top of it, sort of like, you know, bah, 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 do like an air combo, and then I'm just gonna like shadow step back to the top of the chair.
You can just do that endlessly as a bonus action, huh?
Oh wait, no, I can't do that because Flurry of Blows is a bonus action.
Ah.
So I will move away to take cover underneath or behind a chair, and I do not take opportunity attacks because I have the mobile feat.
Okie doke. I was just about to be like, 2 ants get, unless you got some monk bullshit, I was gonna be like, 2 ants get opportunity attacks, but you do have some monk bullshit. So, all right, is that your turn?
Yes, it is.
All right, Lynn, your turn.
All that popcorn is gonna move to attack again.
Okay, are you continuing to attack the 3 that are still in the tentacles?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So rolling for the small
Or sorry,
popcorn
the
first.
2 that are still in the tentacles.
Yeah, rolling for the small popcorn first.
Go for it.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Now rolling for the big popcorn. That is 19.
Okay. That's on one of the 2. How many are they all attacking the
That's like a
same
big
guy?
slam.
Are
They're
they
all attacking like the popcorn and stuff. Or the popcorner is attacking the ants.
right? But are they
So-
all attacking one ant, or are you attacking
There's
2 different
3
ants?
there.
There's 2 there.
There's 2 there.
I
Then
misspoke
it's
a
split
moment
up
ago.
between the 2 of them.
Okay, I'm not gonna let you roll a nat 20 and get crits on both of them. So those are attack against one of the 2 ants. If you want to attack 2 ants, then you got to split up the attackers.
I'll
between
roll
the
again
2.
then.
Yeah.
You crit as well? What's going on?
Y'all's dice decided to show up for you today.
That second one is 12.
Okay, that second one does not hit. So you do get a crit on the first one. With you tell me how many popcorn we're attacking each.
So there's only 5 left. So 2 of them would have been attacking one, and then 3 would have been attacking the other.
Okay, so those 2.
I didn't make that decision before rolling, so
Yeah, we should have gotten that, but yeah, so that's my bad. But so 2 of them crit, so the 2 popcorns get a crit on one of the ants, and then you said that the bag of popcorn.
got
Also,
19.
before all this happens, the bag of popcorn does take damage from the tentacles.
Yep.
So we'll need that roll from you, Megan.
It takes 10 damage.
He's still kicking.
Cool.
Kicking strong.
Okay, give me
Good,
the
good, good.
give me the damage against the guy you critted on first.
Okay. So that for the guy that's critted, 16 damage.
16 damage. Okay. Is that just from the
The other
popcorn,
3
or is that
missed.
including the bag as well?
That's just from the popcorn. The bag is now.
Okay.
Okay. Are you? That's 22 damage
Hello.
altogether.
Yeah, so describe how this bag of popcorn kills this like dog-sized ant.
So the small popcorns come in and get their attacks and then back off. And then the big bag just kind of like, because it's like a flat sort of rectangular bottom, it just kind of waddles through the tentacles and sits in front of the ant for a second and then just falls down forward and smacks on top of it, and a bit of popcorn showering out of the top as it comes down.
And the ant is crushed under the weight of that popcorn. That's 2 ants down. The other guy dodges the attacks from the popcorn. Please roll for the bag of popcorn to succeed on breaking out of the restrained condition from
Dexterity check.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
27.
27 is going to succeed. The bag of popcorn is no longer restrained. Will roll to become re-restrained at the beginning of its next turn if it remains in Everard's black tentacles. So it's up to you if you want to move it out or do you want to leave it there.
It'll stay there for now.
Okay. Then what is Lynn doing with Lynn's turn?
How many ants are down?
2 ants are down, 8 remain, plus the commander.
And that's a lot. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna cast Sleep at the 5th level.
Oh, interesting.
I hope this works, because I've never used this before. Spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of a point of view choose between range or affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures. So, do any of the ants have like 21 hit points?
The command, if you choose to cast this within 20 feet of the commander, the commander will fall asleep.
Then that's what she does.
But it's not enough to affect any other ants.
Yeah. Lynn sees little guy go after the commander who's still like blind and stuff. And just runs after and just stops within range and plays a little a song on her flute. If I could speak today, that'd be great. Plays a little song on her flute and he just falls.
Yeah. He's just like, so you start playing this flute music as the blind like commander's like flailing around with his tentacles like he just had like a little tabaxi baby land on his back and beat him up. He's like, you will all suffer at the hands of the queen. Her mighty empire shall spread for... And he just falls asleep. Like, does that thing where like he just falls straight down so that like his legs are all splayed out around him. So he's both...
Did he have exactly 21 hit points?
He did not. He had less than 21.
Wow,
So
okay, well that tells us something as well.
Yeah, so he is both blind and asleep. What can he do on his turn to to wake up from the sleep condition?
Fucking nothing, probably.
Nothing.
Total is how many hit points?
They're unconscious.
So they don't roll any kind of save or anything like that to avoid falling asleep. It's just straight up if you got enough hit points.
They roll unconscious until they fall unconscious until the spell ends. So he's asleep for a minute.
He's asleep for 10 turns and blind for 10 turns.
But if
you
attack him,
you might say I designed this commander to resist magical effects, but that one doesn't have a saving throw.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, he would have added... I didn't roll with advantage on him resisting blindness, but that's fine. I should have done that. That's my bad. It's too late now. All right, cool. Well, it's his turn.
You can't count out sleep. Sleep is a sleeper hit. You know?
Yeah, it's his turn in the initiative order. He's unconscious, so he can't take any actions, which means he also can't roll a Constitution saving throw to lose blindness, I'm guessing. Well, that's not an action. That's just a saving throw. I'm going to say he's unconscious. He can't do it. Dionar, it's your turn.
Okay.
Do you have like an action that you can use to move the tentacles?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so, but I just was like, is that a thing?
No. Once they're there, they're just there. I mean, I could end concentration on them. That's it. but I'm not going to do that.
But I'm not going to do that.
Okay, I am just going to. So what's the lay of the land here, Ross? How many are in the tentacles? How many are outside the tentacles?
There's one ant still in the tentacles. There's one ant blind and currently very close to the wall on the right-hand side of the room because it ran that way full speed. The commander is asleep and blind. And then the remaining six ants are not at the same distance, but all moving towards their commander to like get into a defensive position around their commander.
Okay. Does one of them getting into a defensive position look like hurt?
The ants that are still up are all the ant currently the most injured of the remaining 9 ants is the blind one that's close to the wall. The rest are all hurt, but none of them look like more hurt than any other one. They're all pretty equally hurt.
Okay, I just want to hit one of the ones that's getting into a defensive position. I'm going to cast Ray of Sickness at a 3rd level.
Okay.
Does 14 hit?
14 does not hit.
Okay. So there we are.
No bonus actions from Dainara?
She swears.
Oh, did Chad Michael Murray teach you that word?
Yeah, I don't have anything that is like a bonus. I don't have any spells that are bonus actions. Maybe I should have thought of that. Nope, that's it.
Okay, Hoot, your turn.
All right. Are you ready for another banger from Hoot?
I'm ready for another banger.
Always.
Is
Always.
a way for me to sort of orient myself to hit all of the ants coming at the commander. Like, are they coming at the commander in a line or as a clump?
They're ants, so they certainly are coming in a line.
So can I orient myself that they're all in a line plus the commander?
Is this a cone?
No, it's a straight line, a foot in width.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You could position yourself that. So here, just so you understand the logic of how I'm making this call here.
Mm-hmm.
The ant commander moved over. You went straight towards the ant commander. So all of the ants are approaching from your left. So you would have to turn to hit a line that would hit the ants approaching, which means you turn away from the commander. If you want to
meander around the commander.
If you want to move around the commander to do that, you're going to take an attack of opportunity from the 2 ants that moved up to attack you last round. So you could turn, fire that off, hit one of the ants that attacked you, as well as a couple more of the ants in a straight line along that thing, but you wouldn't hit the commander. So if you want to get basically I'm just saying if you want to hit the commander as well, just because of the spacing of it, you would take 2 attacks of opportunity.
I forgot about those other 2 that attacked me.
Yeah.
What spells? I don't have any cool spells right now. All my spells are more support. Okay. I will then just do the turn and hit as many as possible without moving. So I won't take the attack of opportunity.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to roll. There are... So you're going to hit one of the 2 that attacked you, and then that leaves... of the ones approaching you, that leaves 5. So I'm going to roll this. Okay. If you turn and aim, they're in a line, but they're like not like they're kind of separated. I was just rolling a pure luck check on the number of ants that you would hit. You're going to hit 4 of them.
Cool. I'll take it.
Okay.
All right. Those 4 ants have to make a dex saving throw, DC 16.
DC 16. Okay. They have +2 to dex. Nat 20 from one of them, and then a fail from the other 3. So I'm gonna say the one immediately next to you is not the nat 20. So you're gonna hit the one immediately next to you as well as 2 others.
So I'm gonna be using an arcane shot, piercing arrow. So all the creatures that failed are gonna take damage from the arrow plus 1d6 extra piercing damage. And the one that failed takes half that damage. So let me
The one that succeeded takes half. It's a nat 20, which doesn't affect this. It doesn't mean he like takes no damage. He still just takes half.
So that's that plus 1d. I said it was a d6, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Roll that. Oh, of course, it's a fucking 1. All right. The ones that failed get an 8. The one that succeeds takes 4.
Okay. 8 damage, 8 damage, 8 damage, and 4 damage. Okay. Okay. With that, what does it look like when you fire off this arcane shot? How does that come? Like, do your Duracell batteries send that out? What's the?
So I think it's using my short bow. So I forget what we said the short bow looked like. But I think it's going to be using the hammer that I got from the blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
I'll imbue it with a shot, and I'll just sort of point it in a straight line. And you know those like in video gamey indicators that a laser's coming, the like red line that beeps.
Yeah.
That happens for a second, and that allows the one to prep itself. But then the others don't notice, and they get shot with a laser.
Ding, 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 as this shoots through. I'm going to say, for the purposes of you switching weapons, we'll call that your bonus action to switch to your bow, just because you are changing. Yeah, normally that would be an action. I'm not going to...
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, normally that would be an action to change weapons. I'll just say it's a bonus action.
Cool, thank you.
Because we already went through the steps, and I should have realized.
Okay, and then for my second attack... How hurt is the one next? Oh, shit.
The one next to you now looks bloodied.
But if I shoot it with a short bow, I'll have disadvantage, right?
That is correct.
Okay. I will shoot... Is the one at the...
Now, they're imposing disadvantage on any attack that you make because they're in your threatened area.
Right, okay. Then... Yeah, I'll shoot them then if I'm going to get disadvantage regardless.
Okay.
So disadvantage, that is a 15 to hit.
A 15 does not hit.
Okay, cool. Then I'm good.
All right, so I can't remember either what we said your bow is. Is it made of, did we say it's a pipe cleaner bow?
Sure, we can say that now.
Sure, it's a pipe cleaner bow. You go to shoot this one close up, but it's like, it's too close and it kind of like jams one of its mandibles up and kind of lifts the bow so the shot goes wide. And then that means it is now the ant's turn. Okay. We're going to start with the dude that's still restrained by the tentacles. Can I get that damage roll from Dayanara for how much damage that ant takes from the black tentacles?
Okay, hold on. Sorry, I was replying to a text. I'm a terrible D&D player.
No, you're fine.
Wow.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
11 damage.
Holy shit. Okay, so that guy takes 11 damage. I'm now going to roll for him to resist and to get out. That is, what is that number? That's a 4, so he's got a 7, so he's still restrained. Okay. What he's gonna do then... Okay, he's going to bonus action Misty Step. So he, like turns into, like, a cloud of pheromones, and then... Oh, you know what? It's not his turn. I'm pausing his turn before he does this. I skipped Wyoming. It's Wyoming's turn before his turn.
Just casually dumping out that these ants can fucking Misty Step.
These ants can Misty Step. But before that shit goes down, okay, I'm gonna have this is a bonus action. Sweet. Wyoming is gonna bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on this ant that's in Everard's Black Tentacles. Gonna hit a Hunter's Mark on him. And then I'm gonna have her. No, I'm not. There's no point in upcasting it. Okay, so gonna deal an extra 1d6 damage if I land an attack here. And she's gonna make 2 attacks against that guy there. That's a nat 1 and a natural 2. So she misses both attacks. So she once again like rapid fire pulls and draws these suction cup arrows that like have the mystical fey effect of being full arrows, get recharged in her bow over her shoulder, but both of them kind of like can't find their way through the tentacles. The tentacles kind of get in the way. And then that is going to be Wyoming uses that bonus action. And then that's not relevant here. So yeah, that's Wyoming's turn. So we are back to the ant's turn. So the ant Misty steps up to where Wyoming is, and is going to make 2 attacks against Wyoming. So goes after her with its mandibles. That is a miss, and then a hit. So one of them does hit. So Wyoming is going to takes 13 points of damage. All right, so Wyoming takes 13 points of damage from that ant. The 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 ants that are making their way towards the commander, rest of their movement, they make it around the commander. They're now surrounding the commander and moving in to attack Hoot. 2 of them, basically like secrete this weird like clear sugary sweet smelling liquid from their mouths and like drop it onto the commander, kind of like barf on the commander a little bit. And 2, that's 2d8. Where's another d8? There we go. And the commander recovers some hit points. Recovers 9 hit points. So 2 of them do that. One of them is going to make a shove attack on the commander. And with a natural 5 on the dice, does not succeed. I didn't want the 4th one to do this, but the 4th one that moved up is also going to take a shove attack against the commander. That's better. With an 18, shoves the commander back 5 feet. Commander wakes up, is no longer asleep, has woken up out of the sleep condition. The 2 that were already present there are once again going to make attacks against Hoot. That's a nat 20 and a nat 1. So one of them gets a crit, one of them misses. And then for their second attacks, both of their second attacks miss. So you're actually only getting hit by the crit. So that's going to be 2 more dice of psychic damage and 2 more dice of slashing damage. You're taking 8d6 of damage. You take 29 points of damage.
Oh my god, wait, who?
Hoot. Not who.
Hoot is taking. Oh, right. Oh my god, are you dead? Are you not dead?
No, I'm not dead. I'm just I'm
Little,
maybe missing a leg or something.
a little bit of 7 hit. Looking like a little bit of 7 HP on our dear Hoot there from that. The only ant remaining to act is the one that has blind. What is this? Oh, fuck. If that dude hadn't fucking failed on his shove attack, I would have been able to do something there. That's very good to know. Okay, the ant that has run up to the wall, same thing, continues its movement, hits the wall, is going to take a full 4 points of bludgeoning damage from running into the wall. And then it does not die. It's going to do this. Oh no, it can't do this because everything requires like sight or something. Fuck. Okay, what do I have to roll to? It's a 16?
17, I think.
It's 17. Yeah, my spell saves are all 17.
Okay, with a natural 18 on the die for a 21 total, that ant is no longer blinded.
What kind of saving throw did you do, Ross?
A Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that's the correct one.
You got me.
Busted. Okay, so D is no longer restrained. Commander is no longer asleep. That is the end of the order. Everybody make a wisdom saving throw. Again.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. 7, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I really hope it doesn't increase because I rolled the same number.
9.
I bet it does increase.
Yeah.
Okay. And the commander get a nat 20. But we did get it.
Asleep?
He's not asleep anymore.
He's not asleep anymore.
Commander can fucking eat my ass.
But the ant that Misty stepped up by Wyoming fails. Okay, what did everybody get?
Nat
14.
20.
Nat 20, 14,
11.
7.
11, 7. Okay, you all succeed. Wyoming got a 5 on the dice, but it's a wisdom saving throw, and she adds 3, so she's fine. Once again, little guy, Lynn, you feel this psychic wave, another like wave pass up through the floor. Lynn, where are you relative to everything at this moment?
I'm relatively close to the commander.
Okay.
And because I had to be within 20 feet of him to cast sleep.
Right. So you're out in
So
the
I
open
moved
space
that area.
between the chairs and the screen.
Yes.
So can I get Badayanara and Lil Guy, you're back around the chair's legs?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. So can I get Hoot and Lynn? Can you both make perception checks for me?
Perspective shit.
Perspective checks. Yeah, that's the one.
15.
15.
So you both like hear. This was a hearing perception check, not sight. You both hear the ant up on the chair by Wyoming. The ants are like talking constantly. They're like constantly yelling out like their declarations of like servitude to the queen and how great the queen is. Just like constant. Like this, it would be super annoying for me to do it, obviously, but within the context of the battle, you were hearing this constant stream of like, you know, superlative like declarations of loyalty, etc. And so you hear, but that's why you hear when this happens. So the ant up on the thing is shouting it out. It's like, I would bathe in the blood of any victim the queen chose me to. I would tear into the flesh of, and then suddenly it just goes dead silent. And then with your 15s, you just barely hear the ant go, for the emissary, for the emissary, for the emissary. And it continues to talk constantly, but now it's very softly just repeating this 3-word phrase, for the emissary.
For the absolute.
For the absolute.
For the night yorb.
For the night yorb. All right. That is the end of the round. We are back to the top of the initiative order once again. Lil Guy, it is your turn.
All right, first, Ross, point of order. Something I messed up on my last turn. So mobile only applies to the enemy that I attacked. So those other enemies get attacks of opportunities.
Okay, and since Jasper did not move and trigger them, they did. I wouldn't be like doubling up on reactions here to use them, so I am going to use them on you.
Well, this was like ages ago now, anyway. So yes,
it was ages ago. But
So.
if Jasper had moved and I'd used the attacks of opportunity there, what I'm saying is I wouldn't be cheating and
Oh, I see
doubling
what
it
you're
up.
saying.
Yeah, but since that never happened, they did have it. So yes, we'll do 2 attacks of opportunity here.
I'm sorry.
That dice is
No,
cocked.
it's not your fault. It's my own.
Okay. Not great. I'm guessing that a 12 does not hit you.
No.
Okay, so both of their attacks of opportunity did miss back when you moved. Your turn unimpeded.
All is right in the world. All right, so Commander still blinded?
Commander is still blinded, was woken up after his turn, has not had a chance to roll again.
And then healed 9 hit points. The best.
Yes.
All right. Well, I will jump in again and go for the commander again with my quarterstaff of warning with advantage. First roll is a 23. Second roll is 17. So that hits. And I will... So first flurry of blows hit. 27 and 21. That also hits. Second flurry of blows.
It's so funny.
19 and... Anyway, so is 19 enough to hit?
Yes.
Oh god.
Yes, 19.
I don't know what's happening now.
19 is enough to hit. It's just us all dying. It's like you roll a dice, and so it's you talking. You're like, okay, so with this next attack, I'm gonna roll.
Honestly, I should just not talk, and I should roll them all and just tell you what happened.
All right, so yes, whatever you just said just now does hit. A 19 does hit.
So 1d8 and 2d6 plus 12. So that is 20.
20 damage. Whoo-wee! Okay, the commander's looking booked.
I wanted him to be more fucked.
Okay, so point of order for you. You would not be able to use mobile only applies to the commander here. If you move,
so how many other answers?
Yeah, if you move away now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks of opportunity. Because they surrounded the commander. So if you've if you're using shadows, how did you just ran in, right?
I just ran in.
Yeah, so you ran in.
Yes, I just ran in.
You ran in. I'm not going to say they're blocking your ability to get to the commander, but it does. But you are now in all of their threatened areas. So if you move away, you're going to take 6 attack of opportunity.
How well do I think I could fare? I will... How much damage did they do? They did 29 to Jasper. Yeah, I'll still try and move.
Okay. I am rolling...
I'll take 6.
I'm rolling 6 attacks of opportunity.
A lot of reactions that they can't use, so sure.
Okay. We have a 17.
So the number you're looking for is 17. Yeah.
Okay, so we got a 17, a 21, a 19, and a 19. So 2 of them miss, 4 of them hit.
Cool.
2 of them miss, 4 of them hit. So coming at you with this, I'll just give you the total number. Like I did not roll well. You take 47 points of damage.
Oh boy, that's more than I expected. All right, but point of order. I forgot that I have the extra attack feature, so I can attack twice on my turn. So can I attack again with the quarterstaff of warning?
Yes, you can make another attack. Absolutely. Wow, with Tisa dead, Adam.
Okay, so 25 and 21, so that hits. 1d8 plus 4.
Who is this attack against?
9 damage.
Who is this?
9 more.
Wait until
Can you not hear me?
Yeah, waiting until D&D Beyond stops taking up your entire CPU. Who is this attack against?
The commander.
The commander. Okay, and you did how much damage?
9.
9 damage. Okay. The commander. How do you kill the commander?
Oh my god, thank god. Well, I think I just since I keep oh, but right, I'm not up on the back of the chair. I'm just gonna do a thing where because this is like a big ant, right? Like he's like
the size of a dog.
larger.
Yeah, like the size of a like a golden retriever.
So I'm just gonna do a move where I'm gonna run in and I'm just gonna slide under the commander ant, and as I go through, I'm just gonna each of its legs and just hit the legs off, and then when I'm through, it falls to its death.
Cool. Yeah. All right. The commander is down.
You're gonna just slide under the legs and whack it in the taint really hard.
Yeah, I could have done that too. The final blow is to the taint.
Yeah, the final blow is to the taint. Okay. D20. Rolling it. You want 10 or lower on this roll.
Okay, I have no idea what this is for.
That is a natural 1. All good. Nothing happens. The commander ant goes down, dead. Nothing happens.
Were you gonna make it land on me?
No, that was not to make it land on you. That was
Were you
for
gonna make it explode?
That was also not for it to explode.
Interesting. All right, so I'm back behind the chairs now, hiding. So,
Okay.
That's my turn.
Lynn.
All right, all the popcorn is gonna run towards the ants. All of them only have 30 feet of movement speed, so they probably don't make it.
They use 20 to get out of the tentacles. They have 10, so they don't make it to the commander and the rest of the ants.
Yeah. Same with the popcorn bag. They're all just trying to get out now.
Okay.
Gonna roll for dexterity on the popcorn bag. That's a nat 1. I'll take that damage, please.
Yep, so the popcorn bag tries to leave through the Evard's black tentacles and ends up becoming re-entangled by them and takes...
It takes 9 damage. Single digits.
Single digits? All right.
Single digits.
Popcorn bag's still running strong, though. I'll tell you that right
That's
now.
a strong ass popcorn bag.
It's considered
matter.
a large creature. So,
It's been tentacled 3 times.
Yep.
It's a tough one.
All right, so the popcorn doesn't quite make it out. The popcorn bag is tied up again, so they're kind of stuck there. So my actual turn, all of the ants near me specifically now are in a group together, right?
Yes.
What size, sort of circumference would you say that group has?
About, in order for the 6 of them to all be sort of standing around there, include the commander's corpse now doesn't count as a space, but we're gonna say that they're 15 feet wide area, so it's
Perfect.
They're in a 15 feet area.
And they're in a circle?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna cast Shatter at the 4th level on them.
Okay.
So, a sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature within a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so within 10 feet? So
Yes,
you'll be
so
able to hit 4 of
It's
them.
at any point. It's at any point that Lynn chooses. So it's going to be in a spot that hits as many of them as possible.
Yeah, so you can hit 4 of the 6.
Okay. And they have to make a Constitution save of 15.
Constitution save of 15. Okay. I'm going to say that it's these 4 that are doing this. Okay, 2 succeed, 2 fail.
Okay, so the ones that fail take the full damage, and the ones that don't take half. And because I'm casting it at the 4th level, I roll 5d8 for damage.
That's fine. That's cool. I'm sure these numbers will be super great.
Altogether, that's 27.
Okay, so the ones that failed take 27, and the ones that succeeded take 14.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, one of them is dead. So you cast Shatter in the group of these ants. Go ahead.
I like to think that when Lynn casts Shatter, because she's a bard and it makes a loud sound, she just kind of steps forward slightly and opens her mouth, but no sound comes out. And then a few seconds later, her voice just erupts from the spot she cast it and damages them all.
That's really cool. So the one ant, so this like boom sound of your voice echoes out, and it slams into these ants. They're all fucking hurt bad now. The one that dies, it's just like, the commander has fallen, for a new commander shall rise, for the just explodes, just like body part, like carapace separated from the sound of your voice. That guy's gone. Ants are looking pretty fucking roughed up. With the exception of currently now, every ant is bloodied except for one of the 2 ants that was originally attacking Hoot. It's still looking strong. Every other one is looking pretty bloodied. But to be fair, half of you guys are also looking pretty bloodied. All right, the commander is dead. The commander does not get to take an action. Dianara, it is your turn. Oops, sorry.
I'd like to take my bonus action, though.
Please
really
do.
Quick.
Please do.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on little guy at the 2nd level.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. I hope.
You get 8 hit points back.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Good, good, good. All right, now it's your turn, Dianara.
Okay. I feel like I should have been planning what I was going to cast.
Too busy.
However,
Popular.
I'm just texting so many of my friends who aren't you guys. Okay, am I close enough to like if I walk over to one of them, and am I gonna get caught in my own tentacles? Like, where am I?
No,
the
tentacles are 20 feet to the left. So.
Okay. So. But wait. That would be dumb to do because I'm not missing any hit points. I'm just going to cast the cantrip Mind Sliver on whichever one of them looks the most hurt.
Okay. Give me, what is Mind Sliver?
You drive a disorienting spike of psychic energy into the mind of one creature you can see within range. It has to succeed on an intelligence saving throw or take 1d6 psychic damage and subtract 1d4 from its next saving throw it makes before the end of your next turn.
I'm guessing
Is there one that's still blinded, actually?
No. No, that one succeeded. It's no longer blinded.
Okay.
A 16 fails, right? Because your DC is 17?
Wait, no, I changed my mind. I want to cast on that same one Lightning Lure instead because it does more damage.
On the okay.
On the most hurt one.
Okay.
And it has to succeed on a strength saving throw or be pulled 10 feet in a straight line towards me.
Okay. It got a 14, so it Is that a what? I'm guessing the DC is the same. Your spell save
It's
DC?
17. Yes.
So then it fails. So it does get pulled towards you. And
Yes.
and you can roll. Does it take damage as well, or does it just get pulled towards you?
It takes damage as well.
Okay, roll for damage.
Wait, was it within 15 feet of me?
You would have to move forward to get it if it's a 50
Let's
feet
say
range.
I move forward to the
Okay.
point where when I pull it towards me, it would be within 5 feet of me
Okay.
so that I can do the damage.
Okay.
It takes 8 damage.
It's dead. So in a moment, kind of like in video games, specifically games made by Bethesda, when something dies but it's in motion and the physics engine doesn't know what to do, so the ragdolled body just sort of like flies through the air at the same speed it was moving, or at an incredibly increased speed. You lightning lure pull this ant, and it gets killed by the effect of the lightning lure, and its corpse just flies past you, just like flying up the room from the speed of the yank that you gave it. Because.
Okay.
In a very video gamey, cartoony way. Okay. And you don't have any bonus actions to use, if I'm remembering correctly. So, Hoot, your turn.
All right, time to make use of the speed of the yank. Okay, so how close
Really
am I
yank
to
that
the?
ant off.
I'm gonna go yank. Go yank it. How close am I to the centurion of ants that were all surrounding a corpse?
Yeah, so you're in the threatened area of 4 ants.
Okay.
There's a 5th ant
But
to your right.
it's fine because they all use their reaction to attack me, right?
That is correct. None of them have a reaction to do an attack of opportunity.
Oh, even the ones on me, that are not part of that circle.
Specifically, the 4 on you have all used their reaction. They do not have an attack of opportunity.
Oh, that changes everything.
You see, there's a method to my madness. You know what I mean? Like,
You're like, I can't take the hits for you. Wait, I actually can.
They're. You said they're pretty bloodied.
With the exception of one of them, they're all pretty bloodied. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna cast Thunderwave on me to just fuck up the ones around me.
Okay, what do they got to do?
It's a con save.
Okay.
DC 16.
Constitution save, DC 16. Only one of them succeeds.
Okay, so it's a 15-foot cube around me. Does that hit all of them or just the 4 on me?
It's just gonna hit the 4 on you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those will the ones that failed.
It's how big?
15 feet cube. I'm
Okay.
assuming that means it's centered on me, so I'm assuming that means 7.5 feet either side.
Yeah, so it's not gonna hit either Dianara or Lynn. Just checking. Okay.
Yeah. So the ones that failed take 9, and the one that succeeded takes 5.
Okay, one of them dies.
Hell yeah.
One of the ants
The
is
ones that failed also get shoved 10 feet.
okay. So they get shoved 10 feet away. Okay, and this guy only takes half of that, so he takes 5. Okay, what does it look like when you cast Thunderwave?
I'm gonna punch up my batteries again, and then punch the ground.
Cool, and then there's just a boom, little like boom, boom, boom effect of electricity, and ants get thrown back. One of the ants, burnt, singed, cartoonishly, X's for eyes, like a little bit of steam coming off of him. Anything else from Hoot?
I'm gonna run.
Okay, they don't have any attacks of opportunity, so you absolutely can run.
Yeah, I'm taking cover under a chair.
Okay, you're gonna move back, take partial cover behind a chair. Sounds good. Okay.
And that's it for me.
Now it is the ant's turn. So the ant that's up on the chair with Wyoming just keeps whispering, for the emissary, and is going to take 2 attacks against Wyoming.
Does Wyoming not get attacks first?
Oh, yes, you're right. She does go first. You're right. Thank you for reminding me. For some reason,
Forgetting about your own NPC.
well,
like,
she
NPC
didn't get
character.
added
What the
into
fuck?
the D&D Beyond Encounters initiative order for some reason, even though she's in the campaign with you for me to be able to, like, she was supposed to be in there too, but it's in beta. So I'm just going to blame it on that they didn't include her. Okay, so what she's going to do is she's going to bonus action Hunter's Mark on this ant that's next to her. So she moves that there, and then she's going to she's going to disengage. She's going to take the disengage action, and she's going to, I'm going to make an athletics check for her. So she goes to like run up. She's like standing on one of the arms of the theater chairs, and she goes to run up to get up on the top of the chairs, and she unfortunately gets a natural 2. She does not succeed. What is her athletics bonus actually? Oh yeah, it's only +2. So she gets a 4. So she goes to like run up the wall basically to get back up on top of the chairs, and she kind of fails. So she redirects, turns left, loses some of her movement in doing that, and so she like hops down a chair, and she basically moves over a chair. She doesn't move as far away as she was intending to, though, unfortunately. She already used her bonus action to recast Hunter's Mark. She used disengage as her action. So she is done. Now this ant follows her, commits these 2 attacks. She doesn't get as far away as she wanted to, so she unfortunately does not escape from its possible range of attack. It comes after her 2 hits. With attacks here, with both attacks with its mandibles. So that's going to be 8d6 in total. And she takes 33 points of damage from this ant.
From one ant? Good.
2 attacks. A lot of 5s and 6s on these d6. So yep, she takes that damage. I've not been adding their bonus. I'm so silly. I'm so silly. They've been doing more damage. She actually takes 2 more points of damage from the bonus. I forgot that they also apply.
She's dead. Game over. Let's reload the last save.
No quick saves. She is looking bloodied though. She's looking bloodied now. This ant is officially. She's got some like. She's basically got like just sort of like rashes forming on her arms where she's kind of been like hit by the mandibles. They're like scraping against her arms, and it's just kind of like turning her skin a little red. As a reminder to our players and to our audience, this is a no deaths campaign. We aren't killing babies here. Effectively, what happens is that if your health hits 0, you don't die. You start like you go into like, you know, that moment when babies have just had too much or kids have just had too much, and then they like start crying like really loudly, like absolutely sobbing. That's what happens when you hit a 0. You start wailing, crying, which stops anyone from attacking you further. Will bring one of the caretakers, grandma or one of the caretakers in the house will start coming to where the source of the crying, because it's loud and whatnot. So instead of rolling death saving throws, if you hit 0, you are rolling to see how long it takes for the caretaker to arrive, basically.
Be removed from the game.
Or at the very least, to be brought back to the nursery, to be returned to your starting point. Which, with your guys' quest to find the thing for Rollick, you have a limited amount of time before your parents come to pick you up. So the main problem with getting 0 points is that it will delay your ability to take action.
It's basically baby roguelike.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's a baby roguelike. Absolutely. Okay, so that's what that ant does. Okay, now we're going to go over to this. One of the ants that got pushed away by your Thunder Wave was pushed into range of Lynn, is going to make an attack against Lynn. 2 attacks. Nat 20 and a 17. What is does a 17 hit? 17 does hit?
Dude.
Yeah, it do. Okay, so I need 2 more and 2 more. And I am adding 4 to this roll. That's a lot of 1s.
Wow.
Over half of these are 1s. Over half of these.
Fact.
So you take 29 points of damage.
That's still a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's 29 points of damage from 2 mandible attacks from the ant, one of which was a crit. Okay, that's that one on you. Then this one, which was another one of the ones that was shoved away, is going to make a beeline for Dayanara. Closes on Dayanara and is going to make 2 attacks against Dayanara. What's your AC, Megan?
Only 12.
Well, an 11 won't hit you, but a 19 will, so only one of the attacks hits.
I don't think so. How are you making that second calculation?
I don't need to explain my math to you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you take 9 points of damage. It's weak hit from that ant.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
This one that did not get shoved away, this is the one that has the most health left, is actually going to also move towards Lynn. You've got another 2 attacks coming at you, Lynn. While they can. Only one of these hits. What's with the ones, bro? That's another 8 points of damage to Lynn. And then the last one, which is the one that was blind, no longer blind, now it can see. It's going to rush over to the one that attacked you, Dayanara, but it's not going to attack you. It's going to do the same thing where it kind of like makes this like sweetly sick smelling like liquid bubble up in its mouth, and then it kind of like barfs on its buddy. And when it does, that guy receives a full 8 points of hit points back. Boop, 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 boop. End of this round, everybody make a wisdom saving throw. I only have 4 ants left that are unaffected by this. Anyone get below a 5?
No.
Nope. None of you are affected. One of the ants is now also started chanting for the emissary. Specifically, the ant that has been doing really great on the rolls lately because it has all the most health because it's been having everything. That one is now started chanting. The one that's one of the ones that's attacking you, Lynn, has started chanting for the emissary.
Of course, you chose the one with most health to get that.
Listen, the dice rolled the way the dice rolled, my dude. The dice rolled the way the dice rolled. Wyoming also succeeded. Back to the top of the initiative order. Before we start, little guy, just give me one singular moment to BRB.
My God, I guess.
He didn't even give us a chance to say no.
Yeah, I know.
Rude.
Like, player agency means nothing in this campaign. He's railroading us so hard. Jesus.
Megan, you need to lock your doors. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I don't know. He's been living here for a while.
Squatter.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah. Ew. What a nasty stink eye.
Yeah.
What a
I'm being
nasty
haunted.
stink guy.
Okay, little guy, all you.
Oh, Wyoming, you're not looking so good. And I'm gonna run up because she's on top of like some chairs or something, right?
Yeah, she's up on the chairs, and you have I gave you the little baby booties of climbing or something.
No, I just have what is it called? Here, I'll find it. It's I think it's unarmored movement. Unarmored movement. Not that one. The next level of it. I know it's here somewhere. Unarmored movement improvement. You can move along vertical surfaces and across liquids on your turn without falling during the move.
Okay.
So I run up to where she is, and I want to be on the other side of the ant. Do I get advantage for flanking?
You want to run up on the other side of the ant?
Yeah.
And get advantage for flanking? Is that a class feature, or is that just like flanking in
That's
general?
just like, I can't remember. I think that's like I don't know if that's an actual rule or a commonly held house rule.
I have not been giving flanking to any of the ants when they've been like surrounding you guys. So I'm going to say you are not going to get that advantage.
Flanking 5e. Is there
Yeah.
anything that can easily tell me the
I
answer?
have found it. It is a thing, but I've not been doing it for this fight. We will institute it starting in the next fight.
Well, it's okay. I think it's in like the rules as written, but literally as a variant rule. So you do not have to choose to use that. So
I will lose my mind if, in addition to all the other stuff, I have to theater of the mind remember who's flanking who. So we're just not going to use the flanking rule. Because you guys are level 10. There's so many ways you guys are getting advantage. I don't think you need flanking.
Yeah. Okay. So in that case, yeah, I'll just run up on the other side of it still anyway, and I will try and hit it with my quarterstaff.
Do it up. Give me that roll.
22.
Do you guys like know what the lower numbers on the dice look like? Have you heard of or seen them?
I've almost failed the
having
fucking
a
emissary
good
roll
go.
multiple times.
But you haven't failed.
Okay, now I'm going to do damage.
Okay.
6 damage.
6 damage. The ant is still standing.
And yeah, it really doesn't die, but I'm going to use patient defense.
Okie
So
doke.
I'll spend a key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on my turn.
So disadvantage on attacks against you?
I believe so, yes.
Heck yeah. Okay. Lynn. Those popcorn going?
Yeah, they're going. They're running.
Those popcorn can all reach you and the 2 ants attacking you easily.
All right, then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 popcorns that I have left all converge on the ant that looks the most hurt.
The most hurt? Okay, so that's
Yep.
five attacks against the most hurt ant.
Yep.
Go for it. I love that we live in a world where a bunch of babies are fighting a bunch of giant ants with popcorn kernels as little soldiers of combat.
Oh, I wish I could see all of them. Damn it.
Did it just give you the total of the dice you rolled rather
Yeah,
than
and
individual?
I can't see the full list. How come you can't see the full list?
Yeah, it's weird like that.
That's horseshit.
Yeah, it just assumes if you roll a bunch of dice at the same time that you're looking for a total, which is unfortunate.
And the dice don't stay on the screen long enough for you to actually
No.
fucking like see. Okay, do you want me to just roll each one individually?
Yeah.
Okay. The first one is 15.
A 15 misses.
Oh, you can see it, actually.
How?
So-
How are you seeing it?
Click
Oh,
on
I
where you
held my
rolled-
mouse over it. Oh my god.
Oh
Yeah,
I'm a
click on where you
wank.
roll
Okay.
54, and then
Yep,
you can
I got
click
it.
on the little
Yeah,
dice.
just use the first 4
Okay.
values of that. Since we got a miss, let's just use the last one, which was a miss. Like, say they're the same, and then use those first
Okay.
4 values.
Okay, so 2 of the popcorns miss, 3 of the popcorns hit.
Okay.
Because that's a 25, a 16, and a 19.
Yep.
Now, their damage, let's see. Just gotta remember. Okay. How many did I say hit?
3.
3. So that's 2 hit for 10 and 1 hits for 6.
So 26 damage.
Altogether, yep.
All right. So describe how these popcorn absolutely obliterate this ant, which had 7 hit points left.
So it's so funny because obviously they can't make any sounds, right? They're just popcorn. They just like all of a sudden fucking 5 pieces of popcorn run up and just converge on it. One of them bounces off another and falls away. Another one bounces in the wrong direction. And then the other 3 just kind of like land on it and just continue just bouncing all over it to damage it consistently.
So this ant is just like being for the queen. Oh, her sweet eminence will bless me. Oh, my soul will return to the queen. And then it's just like dead on the ground from being pummeled by these little bits of popcorn. The whole time, unflinching, eyes glazed over. The other one just keeps repeating, for the emissary.
The popcorn bag is trying to get out of the thing again.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
That popcorn bag is living someone's dream.
18.
It's free.
All right. It moves to leave the tentacles.
Okay, it's going to take 20 feet to get off, 10, not close enough to engage with the ant remaining.
Its movement is 30 feet.
Yeah, but it's
Is it
double.
halved?
It's halved from moving out, so it uses 20 feet to clear the black tentacles and only has 10 feet left, which is not enough to get to the ant.
Okay, so it's out of the tentacles.
It's out of the tentacles, but it just
Okay.
doesn't. It's not in attack range of the sole
Right,
remaining ants
no.
in front of you.
Just the way you said it, I was like,
Yeah, no,
wait, what?
I understand where the confusion lay with what I said.
And then the other ant that's still close to me and alive. What do I want to do to that?
That ant is looking pretty healthy.
Pretty healthy, he says.
Oh my god, I forgot I can attack twice on a turn. I attacked that ant, I attacked again! I got a 20.
Wait, what?
I deal
Adam keeps forgetting he has
deal
2
10
attacks.
damage.
All right, robot boy, fix it up.
Oops, I accidentally healed it instead of giving it damage. Okay, it's looking real hurt, but it's not looking real dead.
I'm gonna go with the level 1 Thunder Wave on the ant in front of me.
Okay, if you do Thunder Wave, it will hit the popcorn.
Oh, right. It is a 15-foot cube.
Yeah.
And I can't do Thunderclap because that affects everything within 100 feet of me.
Yeah, everybody in the room would be affected by that.
Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna physically assault it. All right, I'm gonna attack with my weapons. My little plastic daggers. They're just like the fake butter knives from like a kitchen set in the playroom. I rolled a 2, and that's 9.
That
so
does
I
not
missed.
hit. Yeah, that does not hit the ant in front of you, I'm afraid. Okay.
Yeah. I missed.
With that, Dianara, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to cast Vampiric Touch on the one that's right in front of me that hit me last time.
Okay, the one that hit you last time. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that? Are you attacking, or is that a roll I have to make against it?
I have to make an attack roll.
Okay.
$13.
A 13 unfortunately does not hit.
Okay.
So you reach out with your hand to do it, like glowing with green energy, and the ant kind of like, wah, no, you're not touching me. I'm the fastest. I'm the queen's fastest. And it dodges those. Anything else from you?
I don't know. Under bonus actions, it says actions in combat to weapon fighting. What does that mean?
So that's just a stance that you can take. So you could wield weapons in both hands. Or you could wield a weapon in, like your quarterstaff, you would be wielding with both hands.
Oh, wow. I forgot to use Grim Harvest when I killed that other creature with my lightning lure. Oh no, wait, it was a cantrip, so I don't get to do that. Okay. No, I'm not going to do anything.
Okay. That is Dianara's turn. Hoot! After Hoot goes, the 4 remaining ants will attack.
They will attack after Wyoming goes.
After Wyoming goes, the 4 remaining ants will have their turns.
Okay, so what's the layout of the 4 remaining ants? 3 of them are by me, 1 is up on the chair.
No, 1 of them is up on the chair, 1 of them is by Lynn, 2 of them are by Dianara.
Oh, so all mine are fucked. Okay.
Yeah, you're over by the chairs taking partial cover, so it's
Right.
like 10, 15 feet from you to Dianara and the 2 ants there.
I forgot I moved. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna just start firing pot shots from my short bow.
Okay.
So
Who are you targeting?
that's what I'm trying to figure out. What's the health distribution look like of the 3 that are on the ground?
The healthiest one is by Lynn. The 2 by Dianara are bloodied, but like, you know, not like on the verge of death. Yeah, especially because one of them healed the other.
Right. Okay. All right, I'll shoot one of the ones by Dianara.
Okay.
First is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. Second attack is a nat 1, so just gonna hit once.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 10 damage.
And damage. Okay, that one, the one you hit with that attack is looking pretty weak, but it's still on its feet.
So, action surge is not like a bonus action, right?
Action surge is a bonus action, or it's an at will, I believe. Like you can just use action surge.
So like I can use a bonus action and action surge the same turn.
Yes, action surge I believe is just a class feature that you can activate at will. It doesn't use one of your actions.
Okay, so first I'm going to second wind.
Okay.
So that is 1d10 plus 7. Fucking 0? What do you mean a 0? Oh no, that's a 10. Never mind. Hell yeah.
I was like, the 0. I was gonna tell you if you didn't realize. I was like, the 0 on a d10 is a 10.
Okay, I just healed for 17.
Nice.
And then fuck it. Who knows when we're gonna play this campaign again? I'll action surge. And then I'm gonna take 2 more shots on the same one I was attacking before.
Okay. We'll take them one at a time. Its health is low enough that I'll let you take them one at a time.
Okay. The first one is a 20 to hit.
That hits. Roll the damage for it.
That is 8.
Okay, it's still up.
God fucking damn it, you lied to me.
Well, you could have.
24 to hit on the second.
Hits. Yeah.
That's 8 more damage.
8 more damage. That one is dead. What does it look like when you take this one down?
It's ragdolling all over the place. It's super cool. It's super funny.
It's like glitching into the floor. Like we all laugh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you for not dragging us through it. Like just jumping us to the conclusion. It was funny. Cool. Great. Amazing.
Yeah, one of the legs is clipped into the floor.
Yeah. We love that. Okay. That's your 2 attacks from your action surge. That's the end of your turn. Yes. Okay. Then we are going to the ants. Okay. This ant that is super hurt.
We're still going to Wyoming, buddy.
Wyoming. You saucy little minx. Okay. Okay, well, she's threatened right now by this ant, and has her bow out, so she's going to bonus action cast Misty Step. She's gonna bonus action Misty Step, and she's gonna Misty Step just like 10, like the equivalent of like 5 feet up. She just Misty Steps up onto the top of the chair, and then she's gonna do what she was gonna try to do last round, which is that she's gonna run along the top of the chairs a little bit of ways, and then she's gonna turn around and she's gonna take 2 attacks against the ant or she's gonna just take her first attack because its health is pretty low. That is a 17, which is exactly what she needs to hit. That's 1d8 plus 6, plus a d6 from her hunter's mark is 9, 15 damage. So she whips around this like ethereal fey magic wrapping around her suction cup arrow, and she does 15 damage. Pierces through that ant that was affected as it is, and in the middle of it saying for the it gets cut off. You're standing right there, little guy. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie. 22.
22. Okay, you succeed. So you're only going to take half of this. So half of 5, so 3 points of damage. You take 3 points of damage as the ant dies, and then suddenly your vision is like overwhelmed for a second, and you see this like, it's so fast you can barely register what it is. And picture it as like the blink of a single frame in a movie that's just of something else. You just for a very brief moment see green flames in a skull, and then it's gone. And you take 3 points of psychic damage from that. With her second,
Okay, sure.
with her second,
not?
with her second attack, Lynn is going to attack. Lynn sees Dayanara, Wyoming sees Lynn and Dayanara in their current situations, and she's going to make the assessment that Dayanara is in need of more assistance with the lower AC and fewer popcorn kernels. And so she's going to attack the ant that's by you. That's a 22 that hits. She's not recast her hunter's mark though, so it's just going to be 8 plus. That's the highest damage she could have possibly rolled. So 8 plus 6 is 14 damage. You see an arrow shoom, and smack into the ant in front of you. That ant's looking real hurt. But now it is the ant's turn. That ant that was up there does not get an action, which means the only ants left to act are the one in front of Lynn that still has much of its health left and is currently chanting about the emissary, and the one in front of Dayanara. So the one in front of you, Lynn, is going to Oh, okay. It's going to sacrifice one of its regular attacks here. No, it's not. It's going to make 2 regular attacks. I can't do what I was just about to do.
Ooh la la.
On who or what? The popcorn or me?
These are 2 attacks against you.
All right, I might die.
It does hit with both.
No.
I need one more dice here. This one will do. You take 23 points of damage from the 2 attacks from this ant.
Lynn is super close to breaking the fuck down.
Yep. 2 of you are very close. Both you and little guy have been hovering on the edge of having a breakdown for the last couple of turns.
Which of us has healing? Because I only have killing. No healing.
I have healing.
I have healing.
Okay, so come on.
You've got some options for healing there. Okay. The one that's in front of Dayanara. The one that's in front of Dayanara is going to attack you twice, Dayanara. Okay, that is an 11. So once again, it misses you with 1 attack. But a 19 with the other. It's only going to hit you once.
Which of the remaining ones on the ground is emissaried?
The one by Lynn.
Okay.
You take 16 points of, 20 points of damage. No. 18 points of damage, Dianara. 16 plus 2, 18. Okay. At the end of the turn, no wisdom saving throws from anyone. You do not feel that psychic shockwave this round. It doesn't happen. Little guy, your turn.
Wow, me again. Okay, give me the lay of the land here. How many are left? The one that I was attacking next to Wyoming died?
Dead. There's only 2 left. One is down. One with quite a bit of health still left is by Lynn, and then one that's pretty weak is by Dianara.
Pretty weak by Lynn. But Lynn has like 4 hit points left.
That is correct.
Okay, I will move to the one by Lynn. And I will attack that one twice with my quarterstaff.
Twice even.
Yeah, twice even. No statuses on this thing of any kind?
Nope, it's just under whatever charm person effect. Or whatever kind of like charm spell is currently in effect.
Okay, first hit hits with a 27.
Yes.
So one of those. Let me check something here real quick. Okay, so yes, I'll do the damage for the one hit. 10 damage.
Okay. It is for the first time this fight
But
looking
I will-
bloodied.
Oh, it's looking bloodied. Ooh, what do I want to do then? I guess I could theoretically do both. So I will do Flurry of Blows. So let's see. Okay, 20. So one of them hits. And 22. So they both hit.
Perfect.
So that is
Can you say how much that was again for us?
15.
15 damage. Oh, whoop, nope, not 150. All right.
Oh yeah.
The 2 remaining ants are both looking quite hurt now with those series of blows from Little Guy, putting this one firmly in the red line. Anything else from Little Guy?
Okay, I guess if it's that close to dying, I won't do the other thing I was gonna do. So yeah, that's my turn.
That's your turn. Lynn! You're muted.
Popcorn bag.
Popcorn bag!
And fucking attack this thing.
Okay.
Gotta roll that 20. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, no, that's 11. He misses.
An 11 does not hit, I'm afraid. Yeah, that ant is...
Popcorn bag misses,
Yeah.
but the 6 other little popcorns are all going to converge on that one like they did with the last one.
For sure.
So that is...
There's only 5 popcorns.
Little popcorns? Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I said 6 and then was like, but there's 5, you dummy.
A 61 to hit.
3 of them hit.
3 of them hit. Okay, give me 3 damage.
You think I would remember how much damage they do by now, but I never fucking do. Altogether, that's 18 damage.
And altogether, that is a second ant that has been crushed to death by little baby popcorns. All right, Lynn, those are your popcorns. Your popcorn bag. Your turn. There's one ant remaining over by Dianara.
One sec. No, that's not gonna do it. Where's this? I'm getting weird audio syn from something. Something's up somewhere and I can't see it. How far away is Lynn from me?
Only like 15, 20 feet.
Huh. No.
Probably less.
Wow.
Well within your movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up and try to attack it
Okay.
from behind.
Yeah.
That's a 20.
That hits.
I only do 5 damage.
It's looking real fucking hurt, but it is not dead. Anything else from Lynn?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on myself
Okay.
at the 3rd level.
Yeah.
Wow, I only get 8 health back.
That's still something.
It's like, okay, so I'm so used to using Lay on Hands, which works really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
All other healing spells suck.
Everything is inferior to Paladin healing.
Yep.
Okay, that your turn? Yes. At the end of your turn, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. You specifically. You get a nat 1?
No, I got a 2.
Oh,
my wisdom is -1.
You got a 2, but your wisdom is -1. Okay, so not a nat 1, but a 1. Lynn, your character doesn't know this, but you, the player, know this. Same thing that I described for Adam. It's like there's a single frame of, suddenly your vision is replaced by the single frame of something else, somewhere else. A flaming skull, green fire. You suddenly feel the heat of the fire on your skin as if you're like standing in front of a fireplace or something like that, and it's being projected onto you in that split second. And then when it vanishes, you just hear, you didn't hear anything be said. It wasn't like it wasn't like a voice spoke, but you're just left with this impression that is like something has been spoken to you, and you're like remembering something being said just a moment ago that you didn't hear. And what you remember being said is, "Oh, you're rather close, aren't you?" That's what you remember hearing without hearing. Just said like that. Dianara.
Okay, I'm just gonna attempt the same thing again. At a 4th level this time, which doesn't help me hit, but I'm more hurt. So
Fair enough.
hopefully it will work. So I'm doing Vampiric Touch again on the one in front of me.
Okay.
I've been rolling really badly, so I just want to take this moment to hope for a better roll.
Let's hope. Let's hope together.
I know you're not in this, Ross.
Oh,
Everyone
sorry.
else,
I hope it's bad.
It is bad. It is 15, which I know doesn't hit.
15 does not hit, but it's not a terribly bad roll. But unfortunately, 15 does not hit.
I guess that's what I do.
Hoot!
I prayed so hard.
Don't patronize her like that, Ross.
Hoot!
Huh. I wish I had kept my action surge so I could heal and attack.
You can heal
Clean them
outside
up,
of
I say.
you can heal outside of combat.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna start blasting. 13 does not hit.
13 does not hit.
18.
18 does hit.
Hoggers.
Yeah.
That's an 11.
That is
damage?
that ant dead.
Hell yeah, we're free.
All right. So with that, combat ends. We have succeeded in combat ending. You have defeated all of the ants. Their corpses are scattered across the space of the theater room. Wyoming kind of hops down off the chair and comes up to you, little guy, and she like unclips this like tiny little vial off of her like the waistband of her diaper. She like pops off this little vial and hands it to you. And then she kind of like moves around the room handing everybody little vials. If you drink this vial, it's a healing potion. Each of you may roll 1d12 and regain that much health.
My question is, do we plan to take a short rest? If we plan to take a short rest, I might not drink the potion.
Same.
What's the equivalent of a long rest here?
Right.
An equivalent of a long rest here is not something you have the time left in this day to accomplish if you want to get your stuff back before your parents come to pick you up.
Well, that's not good because I just used a whole bunch of my spell slots.
Yeah.
All right.
Might have to
Not
hope.
much to be done about that.
Might have to hope for some alternatives somewhere between now and getting to your destination. You're
A
still.
short rest helps me.
It's
and
not
Jasper
like to give you a
quite
sense
bit.
of your timeline of the day. It's before lunch. You're still in the morning, technically. It's close to, but not afternoon yet.
So could we take a short rest?
If you wanted to take a short rest, you can. How much does D&D say a short rest is?
1 hour.
It's 1 hour. You can absolutely take a short rest.
We can take like a lunch break.
We can call this I would still say, all four of you, add a 1d12 healing potion to your inventories in D&D Beyond that you Wyoming still hands those out. But then you can all collectively take a short rest. We'll call this like post-battle conversation that's about to happen with Wyoming a short rest. And we'll say that we've moved an hour in, so we're at lunchtime. We're into the afternoon to give you a sense of how much time is left in your day.
Okay, how many hit dice do I want to use?
What type of potion of healing is this?
Yeah, that's what I was just trying to figure out. I don't see one that's a D12.
No, because it's like a special one that the Wanderers have. It's like a special concoction that they have.
Okay.
So you
Add
can
a custom item.
add a custom item and have it be a 1d12 healing potion.
I took the potion already.
You just drank it as is? Okay.
It
Yeah.
healed me 6.
That works. You can still go ahead and click the short rest option to like restore anything that gets restored through short rests.
I'm gonna use 7d8 and see how it goes.
I don't get how this works.
So when you click on
So you have a certain number of hit dice that you can use to heal yourself during a short rest. So if you want to, you can go ahead and use them all, but you just won't have any hit die left to heal yourself if we take another short rest. Before we take
Okay.
a long rest. Yeah.
I'll just use half of them, maybe.
So what did I say? 7d8.
It was 1D12, right?
Yes.
The potion, yeah.
Yeah, the potion is 1d12.
I didn't heal anything.
Yeah, it didn't give me my health back.
When you click short rest, are any of the hit die squares filled in?
Yes, I filled in 5 of them.
I also put in 5 of them.
I think you
It rolls the dice for you.
Yeah, it just rolls the dice for you, and then you manually enter that. So for, like, example, I did it with Wyoming and got a 34. I still have to manually enter 34 healing.
Well, I don't know what I got.
Neither do I.
So roll. So how many hit die did you use?
I used
5.
5 and clicked take short rest. It should have all
Okay,
done it
so then-
automatically, right?
So no. So just roll 5 of whatever dice type it is, and
Yeah, it doesn't do
Oh,
it for
okay.
you. Yeah.
But it says it's 1d6 plus 1.
Yeah. So for each
So then I
die-
roll 5 and add 5 to whatever result I get.
Yeah.
an additional
Okay.
7. Good. Cool.
Okay, I'm back at full health.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not back at full health, but I'm at least better.
Yeah, I'm about 10 hit points down, but it could be worse.
I'm at 48 of 73.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as you guys are all doing this, as you've done that, you've sort of gathered up with Wyoming now, and you're kind of taking this moment to sort of lay down, relax, rest. You I'm going to say that you kind of help Wyoming gather all of the ants' bodies together, for some wanderers to take care of, or for one of the caretakers to sweep up later if they're doing chores.
Can we
around
loot
those.
them? What's on the bodies?
They're ants, so there's nothing on their bodies.
Can I take one of their mandibles as a sword?
Can you take one of their mandibles as a sword?
Are they venomous?
They're not. No, none of you were taking poison damage.
But could I give poison damage with one of the mandibles?
No, because it's not poisonous.
How does that work?
Because it's not a poisonous thing. You can try to break off one of the mandibles off of the corpses of these ants, and then if you bring it to a blacksmith, like the one back in the nursery, they can attempt to forge you a sword with it. But you're gonna have to give me a strength check to try to snap one of the mandibles off if that's what you want to do.
Do it. It'll be great. Those will snap right off, I guarantee.
Strength?
Strength.
You look really strong.
Also, can you hear the dogs losing their shit in the background right now?
Cannot, no.
I can't,
Oh, hell
actually.
yeah. Let's go, Mike. Damn, I was hoping I had... Alright, fuck it. Why not?
Can I give the help action?
You can absolutely, yeah, I'll roll again.
Hell yeah. Oh, no.
It's not better. You are unable to break one of the mandibles off of the corpses of the ants, so you do not acquire an ant mandible.
Could I instead punch it? And is there a damage threshold?
No.
Wow, you're really weak.
I never said I was strong.
All right, Wyoming kind of after you've done all this, Wyoming kind of gathers you together, and she brings you all together, and she says, "Thank you for the assistance there. I don't think I could have handled that on my own. It would have taken too long to go get reinforcements from the nursery. I really appreciate the assist. Thank you." And she sort of nods at you Dayanara, little guy, Lynn, thank you, and Hoot, right? You're new. Thank you. I really do appreciate the assistance. But I understand that you needed something from me. You needed my help with something.
I honestly don't remember what we're even here for. It's been months.
We need the
Rose
location
burns
of
all our
the goo.
stuff.
You both talked at the same
We know
time.
where it is. It's in Grandma's bathroom, isn't it? The main bedroom bathroom.
So yes, to remind
we
you
need to
guys.
get into Grandma's bathroom to get the
We need
goo.
to know how to get there.
Yeah, you know where Grandma's bedroom is. What you were coming to Wyoming for, the reason you were looking for Wyoming is because she knows how to actually get into Grandma's bedroom, which you know where it is, but you don't know how to get into it. She apparently does. So that's what you're looking for from her.
Unless you've seen our stuff somewhere, then we shouldn't even bother getting that goop for stupid Rugsburn.
Wyoming says, if I knew where Rugsburn had hidden your valuables, I would be quick to tell you where and help you find it. Unfortunately...
Can I make an insight check
Absolutely.
to see if that's
Yeah,
true?
go for it.
Damn, get her.
22.
She seems to be completely straight with you. She doesn't know where Rugsburn. She's not part of Rugsburn's gang, so she's not familiar with where they like she's not associated with them. And she
All right,
just
Wyoming, I trust you, because you're too much of a goody two-shoes to lie.
Thank you, Dianara. I try my best to be a good little girl. It's not weird. They're babies. You're weird. You're weird.
Yeah, that was getting a little hot.
You're weird. This is a baby. I want you to know you're weird.
Are you a good little girl, Ross?
Don't ask me that. Don't ask me that while we're live. Don't ask me that while we're live.
New roleplay unlocked.
Wyoming says, if I knew, and unfortunately, I'm not familiar with any of the Rugsburn gang hiding spots. The Wanderers are more concerned with, that's not really what we do. We're concerned with threats to the house and to the babies in the house that sometimes go under the notice of the caretakers and of Grandma. So I unfortunately don't know that. But I can tell you, I have been in Grandma's bedroom before. I do know how to get in. I know how to get through the door. In order to get into Grandma's bedroom, you're going to need two things. When I got in there in the past, when I had to get in there to because there was some stuff going on. It's a long story. It involves a lot of ants. It involves some of the infernal engines from the basement getting loose in the house. I had to get into Grandma's room while she was out getting snacks for all the babies. It doesn't matter. The point is, you need two things in order to get into Grandma's bedroom. One, you're going to need a key. You're going to need one of Grandma's keys. She locks her bedroom every day because babies aren't allowed in there. Caretakers aren't allowed in there. There's some powerful stuff in there. So you're going to need a key.
No shit, Wyoming. We need a key to unlock the locked door. What else you got?
Well, Dianara, don't worry. I'm not here to tell you what you already know. I can tell you where the key is.
Dianara, please don't cuss. I'm a good little girl.
Dianara, this language is unbecoming of good little girls like us. You require a key. There are two copies of the key into Grandma's bedroom. The first one Grandma keeps on her at all times. Grandma has it on her person at all times. The other key is on a ring in the basement. It's like in the basement on a nail. She has an extra pair of keys in the basement that is a key to her room. The other thing that you're going to need is an elixir of giant's strength. You're going to need an elixir of giant strength in order to physically turn the knob and open the door. Babies aren't strong enough to open these doors. We can only go in through doors that are already open. So, since it's closed, you're going to need the key to unlock it. One is on Grandma, one is in the basement, and you're going to need an elixir of giant strength. To get an elixir of giant strength, you'll have to visit the myconoid colony in the backyard vegetable garden. They make all kinds of elixirs, all kinds of potions. They're they're cooking up all kinds of stuff back there. You can get your hands on an elixir of giant strength, and if you can get your hands on one of the two keys to Grandma's room, you're smooth sailing from there.
Okay, what are the other options?
I'm afraid that's the only way I know to get in.
Huh?
Now, if there are other options for how to get into Grandma's bedroom, I don't know, perhaps you could try to speak with other information brokers throughout the house. Perhaps for the right price, the Dust Bunnies might know something. Perhaps
We talked to them already. They were garbage.
They were unhelpful, I see. Perhaps you simply didn't offer something of value, of proper value. But the other option, of course, is always to ask the dragon, if the dragon knows. But again, she only trades in things of value. You must offer something of equal value to her in order to get an alternate option. I'm afraid the only way I know.
Got taken.
That is unfortunate, and I wish you the best in your quest to find it. For now, I must return to the nursery and report on what's happened here in this ant incursion and this strange chanting that some of these ants produced in that psychic wave that you all felt it too, right?
I didn't hear anything.
Nah.
I felt it.
Yeah, that was really weird.
Yeah.
You guys should probably go to therapy. You're hearing voices.
I think I heard my parents call that vertigo.
What is
Vertigo.
vertigo?
Vertigo.
Oh, vertigo.
My parents say therapy is very important to help them through the type of work they have to do.
I don't hear my parents talk a lot about anything.
You also don't understand what your parents say, but I'm going to allow this to be like an in-game thing that you've said. It's like none of you, if you understand what adults are saying, that means that you're getting old enough that you're going to experience the change, you know?
So I was like, I don't understand my parents when they say anything.
Yeah. It's like that little piece of in-game lore has probably been lost in the intervening months, so it's totally fine. We'll say that we'll keep all that in. But
that's why I didn't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah. But yeah, if you
I just spoke in the Eldritch tongue for a second.
yeah, it's like if you understand the deep speech spoken by adults, that means you're undergoing the tempering and you're becoming too old to understand baby speech. So yeah, Wyoming is like, that is certainly concerning that some kind of psychic presence was controlling those ants. Did you all see anything? Was there anything that you gleaned from those ants and that psychic experience at all? I didn't. I just felt it, but I didn't detect anything else.
What's gleaned?
What's gleaned?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just
Then
felt.
why'd you say it?
Sometimes I just say things. Sometimes I use vocabulary that the other babies don't understand, and I don't understand it either, but it feels like the right word in that moment. So
how do babies learn vocabulary
so
if we're not able to hear our parents?
So contextually, from other babies, of course. So contextually, I think gleaned might mean learned. That seems right to me.
What is learning?
What is learning? You know how you knew stuff, you didn't know stuff, and now you do know stuff?
No.
Who hasn't had that experience?
Little new kid, you're gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle here, and I want you to know that I think you can do this. I believe in you, and I think you can do this. But you are going to have to step it up just a little bit. Just gonna have to step it up just a little bit.
I'm just a child prodigy. I was born knowing everything.
I'm sure that that's true. I have no reason to not believe you, given that this is our first meeting, and you have said you've never learned anything.
That's true. You'd realize that if you spent any kind of time around him.
Well, perhaps I'll have a chance in the future, but for now I must return to the nursery. I wish you the best of luck in finding what you need to get into Grandma's bedroom and retrieve your items, but for now I must leave. And
wait, Wyoming. Wait.
Oh, yes, sorry, of course.
You go
ahead,
first,
Megan.
Adam. Oh.
Just gonna say, like, what's your deal? You know? It feels like you've taken on like a lot of responsibility in the house, and it's just been ever since I got here. It feels like you know, why?
Well, I feel that we have an obligation to our fellow babies to make Grandma's house not only more livable for those of us who are here before the tempering, but for those of us who will come in the future, to keep Grandma's house safe and open and you know, a place where babies can find themselves and make friends and grow and learn, for those that have to learn Hoot. And I just feel that it, you know, I feel that helping others is its own reward.
Okay.
Don't you ever feel that way, Dayanara? Don't you ever feel like giving of yourself to others without asking for anything in return is just there's no greater feeling.
Dayanara's a bad little girl.
Oh, I don't think that's true, Who. Don't say that. I think she's a good little girl, just like me.
Rex stole all our stuff, so I don't know how peaceful it is here.
Well, listen, we don't have any kind of organized like authority force directed inwards at the babies, you know? It's just sort of it's like a collective. Like we work and negotiate out problems within without like resorting to any kind of, you know, extrajudicial power that like oversees the, you know, we don't give certain babies more power than others, like to like dictate the comings and goings and actions of other babies. So sometimes there's conflict that needs to be resolved, but ultimately I think it's a system that works more often than it fails. Sorry that it's currently failing for you.
What's extra?
Oh,
That's
it's
fucking
anarchy.
Hey,
that was the most customer service answer I've ever heard.
no kings, no gods, Dianara. No kings, no gods. And with that, we are going to end it there. We're going to end it there.
Can I not ask her something?
Okay, yeah, no, Adam, you ask your thing. You ask your thing.
Hey, Wyoming, does Grandma ever leave her window open?
I don't know. I've only ever been in her bedroom once.
Okay.
And the window wasn't open when
can
I was
you
in there
tell
that
me-
time.
Can you tell me more about the door? Like, the keyhole. Can I see through it?
It's you can't see through the keyhole.
Why?
Can you see under the door?
I don't know. You could try and see if you could see under the door. But you can't see through the keyhole. No.
Can you use the
Okay,
knock
thanks.
spell?
Yeah. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm glad I could be of assistance to all of you, and thank you for being of assistance to me. And with that, we're gonna end it. And with that, we're gonna end it. You now know what Wyoming knows about how to get into Grandma's bedroom. You know the specifics of what, at least in the past, Wyoming has used to access the bedroom. This may not be the only way in, but you have a limited amount of time before your parents come to pick you up at the end of the day. This is a piece of information that you have. Anything you choose to act on in the future is, of course, entirely in your hands, how you choose to use the time remaining for you in the day. We'll have short rested, so you'll be at these stats and with the uses of spell slots, etc. for the next time we come back. Yes, Megan?
Are we supposed to get our stuff back before the end of this day? Like, is that the goal? Or is it like we can go home and come back and continue trying to get our stuff back?
If you don't get the your items back before the end of the day, you are going to go, it's a Friday, so you won't be back until Monday. The objects that are taken are all of your most precious baby items. So within the structure of this, like this is like your most precious thing, in that way that babies have things where if they don't have them, they're like an absolute like mess.
Okay, I guess I'm just asking like the structure of the campaign. So we're intended essentially to get the stuff back before our parents pick us up.
It is obviously very possible that you guys will not succeed and not get your stuff back before the end of the day. That's not off the table. But the consequence of it would be that you would go the whole weekend without them, which means coming back on Monday, you would all be suffering major stat and health like deficits, from the idea being that like the weekend would be very bad. For your,
I missed my yarn.
yeah, that your babies would all suffer massive penalties coming back on Monday, going that long without your most precious objects.
I can't go a weekend without torturing my stepfather.
Exactly.
Chad Michael
Think
Murray.
about how Chad Michael Murray will move through the whole weekend without any random negative things happening to him because of you. He'll just be good. He'll just be good and take care of you well. But folks, that is where we are going to end it for today with an episode 3 of Carpet Crawlers, the combat episode. It was looking pretty dicey for our heroes there for a couple of moments, but that just means that the combat was, thankfully for me, not a cakewalk, which is what I was the most worried about with this group of people, especially at level 10. D&D is almost unplayable if you get any higher level than this. We will be back at who knows when. We will hopefully be able to get all the Mouth Boys together again in the future to continue with episode 4 of Carpet Crawlers. But until then, to everybody who's been hanging out with us in chat today, thank you so much. I see all of you. I appreciate all of you. I know that these D&D ones are much more focused in on the D&D, but I hope that you enjoyed the experience and had a great time watching us in this combat. I will be back on Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern for regular Sea of Star streams, and I will see you then. Until then, thank you so much. Have a great night. Folks, say goodbye to chat.
Goodbye, all you
Bye.
good little girls.
Goodbye, all
That's
you
what I was gonna
good
say, you
little
good little
girls.
girls.
Oh my god, you're such good little girls.